Let's do it. On this morning, we are going to start first by having our attorneys. Let's place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. Can you hear me, Judge?
I can as you walk up to that mic.
For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Veterans Court, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge, and good morning again. Mr. Fikens is in the conference room.
Speaking with the client already? All right, wonderful. Your motion is granted. Good morning to you, Mr. Reed.
Thank you, Judge.
I am going to have the case managers place your appearance on the record. If you could just shout really loud so the court reporter can hear you, or if you want to come to the microphone, that's fine, but place your appearance on the record for me.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Yancey. Any preliminary matters for my consideration?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin on behalf of Sobriety Court this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Griffin. Any preliminary matters for me?
No, none of this time, Your Honor, except Ms. Charlotte Jackson, she's on her way. So she should be attempting.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. All right, Ms. Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris, case manager for Specialty Court.
All right, good morning, Ms. Harris. Any preliminary matters?
Nothing really. I just want to let you know Ms. Fitzpatrick is currently not here yet. So I've reached out to her to make sure she hasn't encountered any issues.
All right, very good. Thank you for letting me know that. Ms. Price?
Good morning, Judge Holmes, Nicole Price, clinical assessor, Veterans Special.
All right, good morning, Ms. Price. And then our coordinator?
Good morning, Your Honor. Monte Morgan, Specialty Court Coordinator.
All right, thank you, Mr. Morgan, and good morning to everybody in the courtroom, Ms. Mack, Officer Lott, and then Ms. Wilson. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, let's do it. All right, we are going to start off this morning. Let's make sure that while we are processing cases, that our intakes are being worked up so that they can be presented. I'm going to start on this morning with promotions.
Right.
Let's do it. I have, oh, Ms. Fitzpatrick is not here for her promotion, so I'll just sit her aside for a second. All right, where is Mr. Gilmore? Mr. Gilmore, you are being promoted on this morning. Good morning to you. Now, Mr. Gilmore, you don't seem, good morning, good morning. Mr. Gilmore, you don't seem excited about your promotion. Are you sure? I see a half a smile. All right. Are you excited about your promotion today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to place your case number on the record. I hope y'all didn't tell everybody that who was getting promoted so they can be surprised. Did you know you were getting promoted? You didn't know?
I did.
You did know. All right. All right, let's do it. I have case number SP 119-30611, SP 144-63061, SP 812-7851, SX 202-98871, and case number U 384-44117. It's one more, read it in. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. Case number 210-456-840-1. Mr. Gilmore, state your full name for me.
O'Shea Gilmore.
All right, Mr. Gilmore, did you get your questions for today?
Yes.
Which question are you choosing today?
That's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. All right, come on, do it, Mr. Gilmore.
One of the reasons to be more honest.
Can you speak directly into that mic?
One of the reasons to be more honest was, on the line I did was calling me to drink more.
Hold on, Mr. Gilmore. I want to make sure that everybody in the courtroom can hear you because that's one of the harder questions, and you chose that question. That was one of the harder ones. What you to talk about? What does it mean? Why is it important for you to be more honest? Yeah. And so I want to make sure everybody hears your answer, okay, because that's one I didn't think anybody would choose that one. So you are brave soul. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, I picked that one because lying to myself caused me to drink more.
And it kept me away from doing those hobbies I like boxing, basketball, time with my kids. So
Yeah.
telling the truth has helped me stay sober and be more active.
Yes, awesome. So telling the truth first to yourself, right?
So, yes.
Yes, and
That was
then
the biggest part.
that was the biggest part. And then you're telling the truth now to other people. Are you finding it easier to be more honest with others?
Yes, soberly honest.
Soberly honest. I love it. I love it. Listen, Mr. Gilmore, on yesterday, thank you for answering. You picked the hardest question right out the gate.
Yeah. that was
Yes.
good.
What was the other thing you wanted to share? You said there was one other.
Oh, what past hobbies or activities am I looking for to get
Reconnected to. Come on.
Yeah, that's my sports and time with my kids. Like being intoxicated all the time kept me away from things I love. So now that I'm sober, I can get back to sports with the kids and back to my kids.
I love it. I love it. So you loving this sober thing, right?
Yeah, it's a big difference.
A big difference. I love it. And you're smiling. You know, when you first came to us, you used to just mean mug all the time. Look, you smiling. I love it. On yesterday, Ms. Harris reported that you have completed all of the requirements of phase 2 and that you are eligible to be promoted to phase 3. She also indicated that you filled out the form as to why you should phase up. Tell me one reason why you believe you should phase up, sir.
Phase 2 is difficult, but I pushed through it, no problem. I know some of the things I went through is almost traumatized.
I know.
I did it, I made it through it, I did it sober without even thinking of it.
All right.
That's why I believe I should.
That's why you believe you should go to phase 3. Well, obviously, Ms. Harris agrees. Ms. Harris, is there anything else you need to add?
No, Your Honor, I think we covered everything yesterday, and I think he's been, covered everything today on why he feels he should be promoted.
All right, awesome. Is there anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Gilmore? Listen, Mr. Gilmore has been working very hard. He suffered a tremendous loss since he has been with us, but he has not allowed that to stop him from pressing forward. He's been utilizing his resources to work through. Notice I didn't say get over, I said work through. And so that's what he's been doing, and I'm extremely proud of Mr. Gilmore today. Team, Mr. Reed, I see you standing.
Yes, thank you. I want to congratulate Mr. Gilmore on the promotion. It's good to see you, young man. You look great. You're a tall guy standing up there.
Standing up straight.
Yes, sir. Well, be safe and enjoy the day, sir.
Thank you.
All right. If nothing else from any of the team members, did you have questions or concerns you need to raise today?
No, ma'am.
All right, then I'm going to give you a face-to-face date of October 31st, 2023. That's going to be at 1:30 p.m. And then you'll get your next date from Ms. Harris. Before you leave the podium, I need everybody to join me in celebrating Mr. Gilmore. Promotion to phase 3. Mr. Gilmore, you know, I'm gonna have you step to the side because I'm gonna give my spiel one time to my promotees today. You got some folks that's joining you in the ranks, okay? All right, step to the side for me. Let's keep going. I have for promotion, did Ms. Fitzpatrick join us? Ms. Fitzpatrick, you are being promoted today. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
I am, well, this is my first time. I haven't seen you in person in a long time. Yes, good morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for asking.
That's good. You're short like me. Yes. All right. I like when people are short like me. All right. Very good. Did you get your question for today? You did. All right. Let me place your case number on the record. And then I want to start off with your question for the day. I have case number 220-606-3701. State your full name.
Andrea Fitzpatrick.
All right, Ms. Fitzpatrick. What question are you going to answer today?
What I did to stay sober.
This week, make sure you all speak right in that mic. I want everybody to hear. Pull the mic down. Y'all better stop acting like y'all scary. Y'all be on Zoom doing everything else. Come on. Yes. Tell me what you did to stay sober in the last week.
I have been very busy with working, my business. I have been doing a lot of promotions, promoting my business and myself, business cards and all of that. I've also been working on my house. I bought a 2-family flat. So I've been very, very focused on getting my house done. And of course, I keep my hands full with my 3 puppies.
Your 3 puppies, that's right. I forgot about that. Yes, you have opted to have children that you didn't give birth to. Okay, yes. All right, so you have been doing some really positive things
I have,
to stay on the path of sobriety.
yes, I've been very focused.
Very good. And how are you feeling about your progress so far?
I feel great.
Good, very good. Listen, we were in Stafford and Ms. Harris recommended that you be promoted on today to phase 3. Are you ready?
I am.
Tell me why, give me one reason. I know you all did your phase up form, but give me one of those reasons why you believe you're ready to go to phase 3.
Besides, want to get through this.
Okay, that's a good reason, but that's not one I'm gonna count. Go ahead, give me the next one. Give me the next one.
I feel like I've done a lot to change my surroundings and my behavior and, my mentality overall. I just really feel like I'm on the right path and I'm doing the right stuff, so I think it's a good thing.
And you are on the right path. You're doing the right stuff. I know it hasn't been easy. It's been an adjustment. I know it's been an adjustment, but you have rolled up your sleeves. You've made those adjustments. You've successfully completed everything in phase 2, and you are ready for phase 3. I'm excited for you today. And so, Ms. Harris, anything else you want to add as to Ms. Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations on all of your hard work. I'm glad you're able to make it here today. I'm proud of you. And you've completed all of the requirements for phase 2, so let's get working on phase 3.
All right, awesome. Mr. Reed, I see you standing. Yes, sir.
Yes, you're slowly standing up. I mean, congratulations on the promotion. You look great, sound great. Keep up the good work and you have a good day. Enjoy the day.
Yes, you should be proud of yourself. All right, I'm going to give you a face-to-face. Let me just say this. I know we talked about this in staffing. There were some things that I wanted you to address with Ms. Fitzpatrick. So just some things I want you to give some thought to. Ms. Harris is going to talk to you about one of our providers that we have that looks at or connects people with different opportunities. I just want to see if there's something you might be interested in. That's all. And so Ms. Harris will have some detailed conversation with you about that. And then next time I see you, I want to know your thoughts, okay? All right, awesome. Your next date is going to also be a face-to-face on October 31st, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Ms. Fitzpatrick. All right, I'm gonna have you step there because I'm gonna give my spiel one time. Let's do it. I have one more promotee, and that is Unique Brown. Ms. Brown, I hadn't even called your name. You knew you was getting promoted today. Yeah. Ms. Brown said, I'm up on my feet. All right, Ms. Brown, you ready? Yes, you are. Let me place your case number on the record. I have for Ms. Brown, case number 20227-18841. Ms. Brown, state your full name for me.
Unique Brown.
All right, how are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I am doing very well. Are you ready to go to phase? Wait, you're going to phase 3 as well. All right, you ready? All right, what's your question of the day? What are you gonna tell us?
I chose the hobbies and activities question.
That you're going to reconnect to,
Yeah, I want to reconnect. I just want to do stuff that make me happy.
okay?
And I had to do that.
So what are some things you're gonna reconnect with?
Traveling
Okay,
and skating. That's my extra to help me with my exercise. But I love skating and travel. I
okay.
need that. If I had 4 boys, I haven't traveled in a while.
All right, you see, she's trying to set me up to get her travel approved. I hear you. She keep on saying travel. All right, so you wanna travel again and you wanna go back to skating. Wonderful, wonderful. How are the 4 boys? They're doing good. Did they see something different in their mom?
Yeah, Jay, he don't want to talk this outspoken, he takes pictures of all.
Is there something you can share that he notices that's different about you?
Yeah, he'd be like, Mom, like when I got up work this morning, from yesterday, and like, Mom, did you go to school? You hope you have a good day? Cause I started school, they
Yes, and they have their mom. That's awesome. All right. Tell me one reason, one of your reasons. I know you did your phase up form, but tell me one of your reasons why you believe you're ready to go to phase 3.
I believe I'm ready, because even though the program, for me, it was challenging, and I have boys and working, trying to go to school, I'm still getting through it, I'm doing the right thing, like, stopping me, I've been feeling good. I used like, I do be like, oh, no, I just be doubting myself. And I've been feeling good, and I've been getting through it, you know?
All right. And so because you have accomplished some things, of course, you have completed everything in phase 2, but personally, you have accomplished some things. You have been working very hard, Miss Brown. I know when you came to us, you know, but you have been working very, very hard. And so I'm extremely proud of you, as I am of all of our promotees on today. But listen, I want to encourage you to keep going. Keep going. I heard some wonderful things on yesterday about your IT program. Tell me a little bit about that. You know, you try to just downplay that you back in school, but girl, you doing the thing. Come on, tell us about that.
Well, I started back, it was the first day of shift today. We're doing right now we're just doing like our financial counseling, like what, you know, what we're going to the program for, what do we plan on accomplishing, how to fund finance and help us. And then my last day will be the 27th.
Okay.
That's just for the financial code, that's 2 weeks. Then after that, I start on right here on Ferry by the museum, my book.
Okay.
At the computer school, and I just wanna like I said, my hobbies, I like to do computers and stuff, so just get back into stuff I want to do. And then Jacob 8, before I was in my second year of college.
Okay. And now you're back at it. So you're teaching your boys that, listen, life happens, but get back up and work towards your goals, right? That's awesome. I hope the whole courtroom is listening, because you are supposed to be listening to each other to get some encouragement, some knowledge. You know, sometimes things will trigger with you as well to help you wherever you are in your journey. And so she started off she said she had a kid that was 8 and had done 2 years of college, and now she's back in school. So I'm hearing, if I was sitting out there, what I'm hearing is you're never too old. You're never too late. You've never gone too far. You can always find your way back and make the best of it, right? There you go. Wonderful. I'm excited for you. Mr. Griffin, I know she's completed all of phase 2. Anything additional?
At this time, Your Honor, like we put in the staff, she's in compliance with our orders at this time. I'm very proud.
All right. Make sure you use that mic, Miss.
Very proud of you, Brown. She's in compliance with all your orders at this time.
All right, Mr. Reed.
Yes, congratulations on the promotion, you deserve it. You started out life with advantage, unique is a great name. I didn't have that advantage, but you did. Keep up the good work, be proud of what you're doing. Have a good day, be happy.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Brown, your return to court date will be, your next date will be October 31st, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. I need everybody to join me in celebrating Unique Brown on her promotion. Promotees, here we go. You are in phase 3. You are not going to see me as much as you did in phase 1, as much as you did in phase 2. But in phase 3, I do not expect you to cut corners. I expect you to continue to work hard. As you progress in the phases, things will change as far as what you're required to do, but I need that same drive. I need that same energy. I need that same commitment. If you are having issues, this is not the time to start hiding and trying to, avoid letting the judge know. You still need to let us know so that we are able to address issues. Even though you're going to phase 3 does not mean that you're perfect. We're looking for progress. So if you see those bumps in the road, if you have the ability to see them before you get there, you need to shout out, let us know so we can help you. If you happen to fall into one, be honest, because everybody knows honesty is always gonna go farther with me than being dishonest. Let us know so we can get you up out of the hole, get you back on track, and get you back on your path of recovery. And so I want to share that with you because sometimes when people get to the higher phases, they get a little bit relaxed, and this is not the time to get distracted. This is not the time to be relaxed. This is the time to keep your eyes wide open and continue to work hard. So can I count on each one of you to do that?
Yes.
Yes, Gilmore, Fitzpatrick, Rev. All right, awesome. So as an incentive for our promotees on today, they are going to get to leave because they are completed. So let's give them another round of applause. You are all set. You are welcome to stay if you want to. I can't imagine this. I ought to make you stay. But she's like, oh, no, ma'am, I'm leaving out of here. And I'm leaving out fast. Yes, I am. All right, awesome. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe out there. All right, let's do it. We are going to go now to our phase 5 or phase 3 of 3. Make sure she gets her questions. For those that are coming in late to my courtroom, make sure you get your question of the day. All right. I have Alfonso Davis Jr. Come on, Mr. Davis. Ms. Cleveland, Mr. Davis has been sitting back there having a fit since he got here. He did not want to be here in person, but you made it. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
That's good. Get close to that mic. So officer, I just thought about something. Where's that mic? Step back from the mic for a second. Officer, I know he's got a lot going on this morning. And so listen, I want to make sure, and officer, we may have to call since I have a full courtroom, let's get another person if we can, because I know your hands are full, but y'all also know I'm the COVID police. And so I need to make sure you all are safe. All right. Thank you. All right. Mr. Davis, I have for you, and actually what we could do is because they're not touching the podium, Ms. Mack and officer, because they're not touching the podium, what we can do is when people come up, give them a wipe to wipe off the microphone. And let's just let's have very little contact with the podium, okay? That'll make it easy. All right, wonderful. I have for Mr. Davis, case number 200-454-9001. Mr. Davis, state your full name. All right, Mr. Davis, how are you today? You know I can't hear you. I got fans blowing everywhere. Come on.
I'm great.
You doing great?
Yeah.
All right, very good. What question did you pick for today?
I chose, describe one of the most important reasons to be honest, to be more honest.
Oh, come on. I want to hear this, Mr. Davis.
When I read it, the first thing that came to my mind was trust. You know, honesty builds trust. Not just from other people, but, you know, within ourselves. Like, I thought this honest person.
Hold up 1 second. I'm gonna let everybody get seated because I need y'all to hear this from Mr. Davis. I need you all to hear his response because that's the question that I thought nobody would ask. And Mr. Davis, you know, we've had our run-ins, right? And so you are blessed. You are helping me on this morning. So I want to make sure you can help everybody else. Go ahead, do your question for the day.
The most important reason to be honest, what I say, honesty builds trust from other people also within ourselves, because a dishonest person don't trust themselves. And they just don't know. And also, honesty can also be the first step into fixing a bad decision. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for example, I drink, I'm an alcoholic. I can't fix it if I'm not honest about it. You get it?
Yes, you know I get it. Yes.
So those are my two answers for that.
Mr. Davis, listen, that's a huge one for you. You said a dishonest person does not trust themselves. Because when you're out there being dishonest with everybody else, you just kind of fall in line and you don't even tell yourself the truth, right?
Right.
Yes, and you can't fix a bad decision unless you're honest. I love it, Mr. Davis. That's awesome. I want you to hold on to that, okay? All right, you are doing very, very well, aren't you?
And
What's different about you?
more clear. Well, for one, I'm more honest, because I was in deep denial about my situation.
Yes,
I refused to say, no, I'm not, I ain't like them, that. And,
yes,
yes, I am.
you are, but you're doing something about it.
Now I'm working on it, now I'm like, okay, so.
There you go. Are they treating you well at Lake Ridge?
Yeah,
They are? Very good. Are you treating them well at Lake Ridge?
I am.
All right, you know it's a two-way street, right? All right, very good. Are you having any issues or concerns that you need to raise with me today?
No, I don't.
All right, so Mr. Davis, we talked about a little bit that one of your goals for independent housing, we want to start working on that. How does that sound to you?
Sounds great to me, that's what I want.
Do you want that for yourself? All right, then do I have your commitment to work with Mr. Williams, with Ms. Cleveland, to work toward independent housing? All right, and you know it's a process, because I don't want you just going anywhere, right?
Right.
All right, so you'll work the process. All right, wonderful. What else you have for me today, if anything? You don't have anything else? All right, Ms. Cleveland, you reported that he is in compliance. And so is there anything additional?
Your Honor, his answer just was
I know.
spot on. So I was very, very pleased to hear his response, and I think that is welcome words for all the people, including myself,
Yes,
in this public forum. So
absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Davis.
Yeah.
Listen, Mr. Davis, you have a few things that you need to still work on as you're wrapping up. I think you may be one of our last people that's a part of our program when we had a 3-phase program. And so you are in that last phase. And I want to encourage you, continue to work on those things. You still have a little bit of time. And so we want you to, before you leave us, we want to have you in that independent living so that you can thrive in it, so that when you're finished with us, you will be able to continue to stay in that independent living, okay? Does that sound good to you? All right, very good. And so I'm going to give him a face-to-face date of November 7th, 2023, and that's going to be at 1:30 p.m. Does that work? All right. I have Mr. Davis as my only phase 5 or 3 of 3. Am I missing anybody?
Your Honor,
Yes.
he is actually a phase 3 of 5 phases. I think he heard phase 3, which he knows he's in. He must have.
Oh, no. Yesterday in staffing, I wrote, you said 3 of 3.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
so no.
misspoke. It must have been, it should be 3 of 5 phases, Your Honor. But I did ask if he could receive incentive because of his good hard work.
She actually did. And so today you're gonna get an incentive. Are you happy about that? All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, make for the record why you recommended him for an incentive. I'm sorry, I missed that.
No, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Actually, as discussed in staffing, he's had some challenges. He readily admits that things were a little different when he first came into the program and recently returned to his treatment venue, Your Honor. But he's working on his goals. He's doing his community service, Your Honor. He's connected to career training and is thinking about long-term future to include his housing plan, Your Honor. And, one of his other goals is to make sure he stays connected to all the resources that are available to him, because he wants to stay in sobriety and he wants to make good progress. So I just feel like he is deserving of a nice incentive today, and we did have a gift that, that's okay.
All right, I need everybody to join me in celebrating Mr. Davis. Now, why you let me say you was in phase 3 of 3? You're gonna have to stay till your phase 3 people get done. Okay? I'm gonna have you stay with us, and then I'm gonna release all phase 3 together. So you're gonna have to sit with us for a minute, okay? All right. Go on back to your seat. Congratulations, Mr. Davis.
Thank you.
All right, very good. All right, I am going to now go, wait a minute, he may be our only phase 3 person today. He is. You get to lead, Mr. Davis. You're the only phase 3 we have today. Yeah, there you go, extra incentive. All right, hang in there. You're doing a great job. Proud of you. All right, let's do it. We are now going to go to phase 4. I'm ready for phase 4. I only have one phase 4 person on today, and that is Alvin Coles. Where's Mr. Coles? Good morning, Mr. Coles, again. All right, make sure you get your wipe and you wipe off that microphone. You already did it? All right, I have for Mr. Coles, case number Z8082811. Mr. Coles, state your full name for me.
Alvin Holmes.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm wonderful.
You are wonderful, even though you're tired.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're one of the first persons here on this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're the only person in phase 4, so you get to leave when we're finished.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. All right, come on, give me your question of the day.
My question is, I'm getting more back into my hobbies. I like working on my cars. So I want to get back in half-time to work on my cars. Of course, work is strenuous. So I don't have a lot of time to do everything. And I just moved my mother here, and that's taking a lot of my time.
I heard.
A lot. Every day is a job.
I know, but you know what, when they
I only
said,
get one, and I'm blessed, so you don't have to say.
listen, and that's listen. No, I'm gonna say something now. This is my courtroom, I get to say
I'm
something.
sorry.
Because I heard your mom came from the South.
Mhm.
And is she from the South?
Yes.
All right, so, you know, Southern mothers, they are very different from Northern mothers, right?
Yeah.
And we, in your business, and we very needy, right?
Yes.
And we like y'all attention, right?
Yes.
And we want y'all to pay, we want y'all to do stuff that we want y'all to do when we want y'all to do it, right?
Now,
So this is what I'm gonna say, do all of that. Give her your attention, get her to-do list done, because you only get one.
that's right.
There you go.
I got one waiting on me when I leave
You got a to-do list?
there.
There you go. You are so fortunate to have your mom, though.
When I get off work, so, you know what, oh, it's 8 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock, oh, it's 2, you going early? It's 4 o'clock in the morning, what are you talking about early? Yes, ma'am.
I love it. Does she see something different in you?
Yes, ma'am, she does. You know, I know I'll be back into church, but I should never go away from church. That's her thing. You know, Southern, she's into the AME church, she's in the church society, all that. So I will be attending a lot more church.
Okay,
I'm sure.
all right.
And I'm blessed.
Yes, and you are doing it. You are working this program. You are doing a great job. Ms. Harris reported out on yesterday that you know, making the adjustments to your mom, moving in, but that you are still working the program, still showing up for your employment, working your relapse prevention program as well. You are doing it. And so on this morning, we are excited for you. Do you have any questions, concerns, or issues you want to raise with the team this morning?
No, I don't. Stop all this.
You bother Ms. Harris enough. It's not a bother. It's not. It's not a bother. Ms. Harris, anything additional you wanted to do an incentive for him? Let's tell him why.
First of all, he knows he's not a bother, so we gotta tell him that all the time. Mr. Close, I did present you for an incentive. I just wanted to do a judicial applause for you for all of your excellent work, commitment, and your positive attitude throughout the entire program.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so come on, let's celebrate Mr. Cole. Showing up, doing all the things that he's supposed to do. We are proud of you, Mr. Coles. Listen, we are here if you need us. As you know, you're in phase 4, so you don't see as much of us, but What you wiping from your face?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a little excited here and I'm a little surprised.
Okay, yes, sir. Listen, I want you to know we appreciate you. Especially when you've always had such a good attitude, even from the beginning, and this was all new for you,
Oh,
and different.
It was hard.
I know it was hard.
It was a hard adjustment, but like I said, she was a blessing.
Yes, yeah, you got the right one.
I mean that, she was a blessing.
Yes,
I thought it was gonna be different, but she was a blessing. She's been so above and beyond.
yes,
I feel that.
yes, sir. All right, team, anything for Mr. Coles? Nothing?
Judge, if I give him an opportunity to say it, like, just, you've done a great job so far, so we are so proud of you. You never caused the council any problems whatsoever. So we really appreciate it.
Yes.
Keep up the work.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome. I'm gonna give you your face-to-face date. It's going to be November 7th, 2023, and that's gonna be at 1:30 p.m., okay? All right. Listen, you get to leave. You're the only phase 4 I have today, so I'm releasing phase 4.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Go get you some rest. All right, I am ready for phase 2. I have a few people in phase 2 on this morning. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Officer Washington. Thank you for serving today. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Are the parties ready on Samano Ramirez?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. I'm going to swear in the interpreter first.
Yo voy a hacer el intérprete primero.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties during today's proceedings, and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions? So help you God.
Usted puede decir que usted va a interpretar las comunicaciones que haya entre las partes sin omitir o agregar nada de la ley de Dios. Sí, juro.
All right. Thank you. I'm ready to call the case. I have case number. I'm sorry. State your name for the record, ma'am, interpreter.
Inés Ucros, INES, Ucros, UCROS.
Thank you. And your qualifications?
I am a qualified Spanish interpreter, Your Honor. I was brought to the court to assist.
All right. Thank you so much.
Buenos días, ¿cuál es su nombre? Yo soy un intérprete calificado que fue llamado a la corte para atender este asunto.
All right, I have case number Z808-7751 for Marco Samano Ramirez. Please have the defendant state his name for the record.
Estamos presentes en el número de caso Z808-7751 en frente al señor Marco Samano. Por favor, pídale al demandado que se presente para que conste en el acta. My name, do I say my name?
Yes,
Sí. Marco Antonio Samano Ramírez.
thank you. For the people,
Shannon Walker, P 53794.
Yo soy la señora Walker, con número de registro 53794.
Robert Fikens, P 394 on behalf.
Yo soy el señor Farkens, estoy representando a el demandado. Mi número de registro es 1894.
all right. I'll have defense start off.
Yes, thank you.
Bueno, entonces empecemos con la defensa. Sí, gracias, su señoría.
My client took a plea from Judge Archer.
Mi cliente llegó a un acuerdo en frente al juez Archer.
Part of that plea agreement was that he report to drug treatment.
Parte de este acuerdo al que llegó era que él reportara al tratamiento para el abuso de drogas.
As the court knows, drug treatment is voluntary.
Como la corte lo sabe, estos programas de tratamiento para las drogas, para el abuso de las drogas, son voluntarios.
And my client has indicated to me on many occasions this morning
Y mi cliente me ha indicado a mí en muchas ocasiones hoy en la mañana
that he does not wish to participate in drug treatment.
que él no quiere participar de este programa para abuso de drogas.
I believe and have told him that I find his fear about drug treatment court to be uncommon.
Yo le dije a él y se lo expresé que el miedo que él está teniendo no está justificado.
And that by going back to Judge Archer, he might face similar restrictions on his freedoms.
Y que volviendo nuevamente a presentarse en frente al juez Archer, él podría tener restricciones similares en su libertad.
And can also face incarceration because of his failure to follow through on his plea.
Y también puede ocurrir que él tenga que pagar tiempo de cárcel por haber fallado en el acuerdo al que inicialmente se había expresado.
I spoke to him for a while.
Yo hablé con él por un tiempo.
I tried to explain to him the benefits of our program.
Yo traté de explicarle a él cuáles eran los beneficios de nuestro programa.
And my client has indicated to me that he wishes to return to Judge Archer at this time.
Y mi cliente me ha indicado a mí que él desea volver a presentarse ante el juez Archer en este momento.
I respect his concerns that he shared with me,
Yo respeto las preocupaciones que él compartió conmigo.
and I can only wish him well in his struggles to deal with his concerns and problems that he has.
Y yo lo único que puedo hacer es desearle buena suerte en los problemas y en las dificultades que él está teniendo en el futuro.
I would hope that someone better than me, including Judge Archer,
Yo espero que alguien más, mejor que yo, incluyendo al juez Archer,
might convince him that this is the right program for him.
pueda convencerlo de que este es el programa adecuado para él.
But my poor words have failed to do so.
Pero las palabras que yo utilicé han fallado en hacer esto.
So Judge, I do respect his decision
Entonces, su señoría, yo sí respeto su decisión.
and ask that he return to Judge Archer for further inquiry.
Entonces, yo pido que su caso sea devuelto al juez Archer para que puedan hacer el proceso en este asunto.
For the people,
Yes, Judge.
que expresa el pueblo, sí, su señoría.
It's unfortunate that he has chosen not to take advantage of this program and the benefits that it has.
Es desafortunado es muy desafortunado que él no quiera tomar beneficio de este programa y que no quiera participar de este programa y de los beneficios que ofrece.
It is my belief that it would help him further the goals he has for his own life.
Yo creo que esto le ayudaría a poder alcanzar las metas que él se ha propuesto en la vida.
Unfortunately, Judge, since he's chosen not to do it, I have no option but to request that he go back to Judge Archer.
Desafortunadamente su señoría, porque él eligió no ser parte de este programa, legalmente él tiene que volver su caso al juez Archer.
And as the Register of Action indicates, any plea he entered, any other cases that were dismissed will all be set aside and he will be facing full charges back in front of Judge Archer.
Y como esto está indicado en el registro, todos estos cargos que se le habían otorgado van a ser dejados de lado y él va a presentarse en frente al juez Archer con todo el poder de los cargos anteriores.
Whereas the people's representative in this case, he will not be offered this plea agreement again.
Como representante del pueblo, en este caso, a él no se le va a volver a ofrecer este acuerdo nuevamente.
Judge, it's my understanding he's seeing Judge Archer today, but if not, I would ask that an alcohol tether be placed on him for the protection of the community.
Bueno, su señoría, yo creo que él puede ver al juez Archer el día de hoy, pero si eso no es así, yo de cualquier manera estoy pidiendo que se le coloque un sistema para establecer cuál es el nivel de alcohol para que esto no sea un perjuicio para la comunidad el día de hoy. Can I speak?
Yes.
I have the tether on me.
An alcohol tether?
Usted tiene uno para prueba de alcoholismo. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
very good.
Bueno, muy bien.
All right,
I've been 9 months
okay,
with the tether.
all right. So, Mr. Samano Ramirez, I just want to make sure that you are good with the decision that you're making today.
Señor Samano Ramírez, yo simplemente quiero asegurarme de que usted se siente bien con la decisión que acaba de tomar el día de hoy.
So, do you understand that if you did come to our specialty court, that our court is not like any other court that you're going to deal with? You understand that?
Usted entiende que si usted viene a nuestra corte es muy distinta a cualquier corte en la que usted haya estado. ¿Usted entiende esto? Yes.
You understand that? All right. Coming to our program would keep you from having to serve time on the underlying charge that brought you to us, or that's before Judge Archer. Do you understand that?
Usted entiende que al participar en este programa, usted está evitando el poder servir tiempo de cárcel en los cargos que se le habían impuesto. ¿Usted entiende esto? Yes.
Right. Do you also understand that if you were to come to specialty court, we do more than just look at the charge?
Y usted entendería que cuando usted viene a estas cortes especiales, nosotros hacemos mucho más que mirar más allá del cargo que se le haya impuesto.
Okay.
I am aware of.
We look at your living situation. If you need help with housing, we help you with your housing.
Nosotros miramos cuáles son sus circunstancias de vida. Si usted necesita una vivienda, nosotros le ayudamos a poder mirar este proceso de vivienda.
If you need a job or you need job training, we help you get job training and get your placement on a job.
Si usted necesita un trabajo o si necesita entrenamiento en un trabajo, nosotros lo ayudamos a que usted pueda conseguir un entrenamiento o a que pueda conseguir un trabajo.
We also connect you with treatment so that you can address maybe the issues that caused you to drink and get into the situation, this criminal situation that you're in right now.
Nosotros, nosotros podemos también manejar su problema de adicción, o sea, los asuntos que usted hubiera tenido con la bebida, que fue lo que lo trajo a tener un cargo criminal para empezar este proceso con esta corte.
So after knowing all of that, do you still want to go back to Judge Archer and face whatever criminal whatever criminal charges as well as consequences, as opposed to getting some help.
Y sabiendo esto, usted desea volver nuevamente a presentarse ante el juez Archer en los cargos criminales que usted ha tenido y asumir las consecuencias de lo que implique volver a presentarse nuevamente a ella en vez de participar de este programa.
All right, then I am going to return you to Judge Archer. Ms. Mack, did we get a date for him? Is it today?
Bueno,
Judge
entonces,
Archer.
vamos a volver tu caso al juez Archer. Esto se va a hacer el día de hoy o cuando hay una cita programada.
Judge Archer is going to see him today.
El juez Archer lo va a ver a usted el día de hoy.
All right, very good. Then
For
let's
the
place
benefit of
him.
the interpreter, Your Honor, if the interpreter may speak, at what time would the judge be available?
He's gonna leave here and go straight up to her right
Thank
now.
you, ma'am. Para el beneficio del intérprete, ¿cuándo es que se va a programar esta cita en frente al otro juez? Usted se va a retirar inmediatamente de acá y va a subir a la otra audiencia.
All right.
Judge,
Am I going to have an interpreter there as well?
Oh, would you be going with him up to Judge Archer's courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor, the interpreter has another matter pending that I would like to address before I step out. Sí, el intérprete tiene otro asunto pendiente y me gustaría trabajar en el asunto que tiene pendiente antes de presentarme con usted ante el otro juez.
All right.
Your Honor, I just have one more thing to put on the record.
Su señoría, yo quiero que quede algo más aclarado en el acta.
I asked my client if there were any immigration issues that he might face as a consequence.
Yo le pregunté a mi cliente que si había algún asunto migratorio, de migración, al presentar estas consecuencias, que fuera como consecuencia de esto.
And he told me he had no immigration issues.
Y él me comentó que él no tenía ningún asunto relacionado con inmigración.
All right, thank you.
Bueno, gracias.
Mr. Samano Ramirez, I hope the best for you. I'm excusing you, but I'm ordering you to go directly to Judge Archer's courtroom. What's the courtroom number?
Bueno, el señor Shannon, yo le deseo la mejor de las suertes. Yo lo estoy enviando inmediatamente a que se presente ante el tribunal de juez Archer. Este está en el tercer piso.
333.
En el piso, la sala 333.
And Madam Interpreter, you will be able to go with them. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
El intérprete irá con usted.
all right, very
Okay.
good.
He's being escorted.
Bueno,
Yes.
gracias.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Thank you to the parties.
Your Honor, do you have my paperwork?
Yes, she has it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
All
well.
right.
What a wonderful-
Thank you all for your patience. Let's shift gears. We're going back to phase 2. We are ready for our phase 2 people. I don't see anybody sitting in the chair though. And did you tell Mr. Morgan about the jail?
I told Mr. Green, because that's his client, and Attorney Warfield.
All right, Attorney Warfield and Mr. Green, check to see what's going on with the jail. I don't see anybody sitting in the seat. I certainly don't want to keep them holding, but let's find out what's.
Well, no, it's nobody. My thing, she had EDT or Wayne.
She's a Wayne.
Yes, Mr. Reed?
I'm ready on the intake for Ms. Presley, whenever the court wants to take that.
All right, awesome. I'm going to do my phase 2 people and then I'll look at intake. Let's do it. I am going to start, and phase 2s, you will remain until I have completed all of my phase 2 people. Mr. Bosket, you are up first for phase 2. Let's do it. You may be the only person that was smiling with me on this morning, Mr. Bosket. So good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, I have case number Z8086241. Mr. Bosket, did we wipe the microphone off? Wonderful. State your full name for me, Mr. Bosket.
Michael Sebastian Bosque.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm kind of upset. 7-Eleven didn't have any lids for my car.
Wait a minute, say that again?
7-Eleven did not have any lids for my car.
Oh, no, what 7-Eleven was that?
On Joy Road and Telegraph.
Oh, we gonna start a protest. They better get some lids for your coffee. That's your usual stop for
Yeah,
coffee.
I'll stop the boys off, yes.
All right, wonderful. Listen, You look good this morning. How are you feeling?
I'm great.
Very good. You have your question of the day?
I'm actually both of them.
All right, come on, let's hear it. Make
Make
sure you speak loudly so the courtroom can hear
Can
you.
everyone hear me?
Can y'all hear him? No, they not even paying attention.
Yeah, they are.
Are y'all paying attention, Mr. Arrington?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't make me call names. All right.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Boston.
This is not a sidebar to Mr. Davis, but what he said, I really liked. I wish I had said what he said. But describe one of the most important reasons for you to be more honest. My answer, denial keeps you masked to yourself. Honesty frees the conscience. And me being a long-term alcoholic, recovering,
Yes.
okay, there's a lot of things I've seen about myself and have been able to change. And I can't say I'm reinventing myself, but I'm reintroducing myself.
Yes. Awesome. So that honesty piece is big for you.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know, I have a 14 and a 16-year-old.
I know.
And this is my 14-year-old's first year in high school.
Wow. And you loving it? Very good. Do your kids see a difference in you, Mr. Bosket?
That's gonna be with number 2.
Okay.
Okay, I had to cross out. It was, what past hobbies or activities are you looking forward to getting involved in? I crossed out looking forward to getting. What past hobbies or activities are you involved in?
Okay.
Okay, going to family outing.
Okay. So you used to not go to family outings?
I have a cabin property in Davidson, Michigan.
Okay.
I've only been 3 times.
Oh, wow.
Since I've been involved with sobriety court, I've been twice.
Look at you.
With work,
Yes.
yes. And building the Hot Wheels track, I collect Hot Wheels.
Okay.
Vintage Hot Wheels, muscle cars. I'll be turning 60 next month.
Come on. Look at you. And you collect Hot Wheels. One day you'll have to share a picture of your collection with us.
Where is Mr. Griffin at? Yes, he did.
You've already shared it with Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Griffin? Look at you. And so you're going to reconnect to do some of those things that you enjoy doing.
They couldn't hold my birthday gift back. They bought me Hot Wheel tracks.
They
So
did.
I cleaned the base. So we've been building that up.
Look at you. I am so happy for you.
Thank
And I'm happy that you are on this path and you love it. It looks like you love it. It sounds like you love it.
Listen, I got my promotion at work
Yes.
from the basic line in June. Okay, so now I'm working with the battery electric vehicle line at my plant. I've been tagged. I work with critical airbags. And they're really, really on that.
Okay.
They gave me a day off because I missed one connection, helping everybody else with their connections. That write-up kind of touched people in the plant. Since then, I've been tagged by other departments, including quality control and inspection, to come to their department.
Wow, look at you.
So, kind of nervous about it. I'm thinking, I'm holding off till January.
Okay.
To see what this big line goes. But I want, I do.
Isn't it wonderful to have options?
Yeah,
When you were doing what you were doing, would you have gotten promoted? And
I wouldn't have been noticed.
there you go.
I wouldn't have been noticed. Remember, I was 1 out of, what, 40?
And folks couldn't pass the drug screen,
They
right?
can do it.
And you did.
Yes.
And you got tagged for promotion.
And they gave me another critical eye.
Yes.
So I'm really doing it.
You are doing it. I am so proud of you. I want to encourage you to keep going. I hope the courtroom is listening. It only gets better. Sobriety, when you are walking in sobriety and on a path of recovery, things just get better. Things that you thought would never get better somehow start looking a little bit better, right, Mr. Boston?
Yes. I was talking to my mom, carpet trip this morning, right? There was a time when I would drop my boys off after school. There's a liquor store on Warren that opened at 7 o'clock.
In the morning?
In the morning.
Why is the liquor store open at 7 o'clock in the morning? Because there's people that come at 7 o'clock in the morning to get liquor. Okay, I answered my own smart question. Okay. Wow.
Now, yeah, I didn't think about that before. I work 12-hour days. For me to get off at 6 in the morning, go home, get my boys up, drop them off to school, and then go to drinking, just to go to sleep, to get back up, groggy, tired, just go. Okay, because of the 7 o'clock run or half a pint in the beer.
Oh, my goodness, at 7 a.m. in the morning. Amazing.
That's why I'm kind of upset about my 7-minute coffee.
Yes, okay, tell them they need, that's important. That coffee run is important, because you were making a different kind of run, and now we doing something totally different. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you, Mr. Boskin, and I hope you are of yourself, and I just want to encourage you to keep going, keep moving.
And I want to thank Mr. Griffin.
Yes,
You want to hear me talk about my house?
yes,
Okay. When I'm going through things, I use my case.
yes, very good.
I use it. Sometimes I know he gets tired of my text.
No, not Mr.
I
Griffin.
can't say this. It's some nights it's 9:30. I can text him at 5 o'clock. I get an answer. I
Yes,
get that push. I get that support.
wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Thank you. All right. Thank you for sharing your question of the day. Mr. Griffin, what else do you have for Mr. Boskin? You reported that he's doing very well, and you also recommended him for an incentive. So let's hear about that.
Yeah, Judge, he's doing a wonderful job. Like I said, since he came to us, he wanted to come to the program. He know he needed the program, so he wanted to come to the program. And like he says, he has a lot of questions and different things, going through things, and he reaches out and always reaches back. He's doing a wonderful job. I think he's going to be a wonderful role model for his boy and for his community. So he has a lot of things that he just had to get back to. So very proud of him, and I just would like to have a judicial applause for him today, just to show that his great work that he's doing in the program at work and everything that he's doing. I mean, he's doing a wonderful job.
It has spread out, and I want to make sure the court everybody hears this. He's made some personal changes, and it has a trickling effect. It's impacted his home life. It's impacted his job. You have talked to me in the past about the impact in your community now that you are sober. And so I want to make sure everybody hears that. When you make choices, good or not good, great or a little less than great, they do have an impact. You never make a decision or a choice that only impacts you. It's always going to have a trickling effect to people that you love, people you know, and even people you don't know, right? I remember we had that conversation before. So I need everybody in the courtroom to join me for a judicial applause for Mr. Boskin. Yes. Yes. Also, Mr. Boskin, we talked about getting you in the process now for your restricted license as a part of your incentive. I want you to get that restricted license. So I know that we wait a certain amount of time, but when people are showing progress, doing what they're supposed to do as a part of an incentive, we're gonna go ahead and let's start getting that paperwork together so I can recommend you, yes, sir, for that restricted license. You deserve it. I believe that you're ready for it. You understand that a license is almost sacred. And you don't want to mess it up. Once you mess it up, it's easy to mess up. It's hard to get back in the state of Michigan, right?
Costly.
And it's costly. Yes, it is. And so, Mr. Griffin, let's go ahead and start that process and get him off so I can recommend him for the restricted license.
Okay, Judge, no problem.
All right. Anything from any of the other team members before I give a return to court date?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, sir. Good report. You sound to me like you're enjoying life and you're happy. Keep up the good work. And you're 60 years old. You're a young man.
You are. Yes, you are, sir. Very young.
I was 60 so many years ago.
Yes. All right. Very good. I'm going to give you a return to court date of October 31st, 2023. That's going to be at 8:45 a.m. and that will be on Zoom unless you hear something otherwise from your case manager. Okay?
All right.
All right. I'm going to have you wait until I finish all of your phase 2, folks, before I excuse you. Okay?
I done paid $8. I ain't got no face.
Come on, use that $8. Don't just give them $8. Make them use it. Make them work for it. All right. Thank you, Mr. Boskin.
Thank you.
All right. I am ready on Mr. Villetta. Mr. Villetta? Where is he? I saw him.
Right, right, right.
Oh, okay, there he is. Good morning to you, sir. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well, thank you.
That's good. I have case number Z 8084851. State your full name for me.
My name is Jose Antonio Rodriguez Villera.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right, you have that, don't you have the new baby?
Yeah.
How are things going with the new
He's doing
baby?
good, but he's getting big real fast.
Real fast, does he have a job yet?
No,
Not yet, okay, he's not growing that fast, right? All right, very good. How are you doing with managing? You've got the 3-year-old, you've got the new baby.
Oh, well, the 3-year-old actually started school.
Good.
I mean, it doesn't feel like, like too much action going on with the kids only on weekends. But then we got, all day to pretty much go out, try to, we went to the pumpkin patch this weekend and then
Look at
trying
you.
to go this year more times than we went last year. Last year we only went like once. So this year I'm definitely trying to get there, a few more times. We're thinking about going this weekend, so, it's definitely fun to do more things. Even with a baby in a car seat, gotta get that stroller in the car. And,
Come on, let's
yeah,
get going.
for sure.
There you go. All right, you got a question of the day. Tell me what you want to talk about.
Yes, Your Honor. I think I would choose, what does your responsibility mean to you?
What does responsibility mean to you? Come on.
And like it's kind of like pretty it's kind of like common sense, like what kind of like just waking up, being like taking responsibility of your life, like being able to kind of go through the day and kind of think about what got done and just getting that stuff done, being kind of content where you're at, like knowing that you kept your kids, not just like happy by like spoiling them, but like kind of like raising them by teaching them and kind of giving them kind of where they need to be, and overall, like I think like just like I said, taking responsibility of your life and kind of waking up, being motivated. I think that's like responsibility that needs to be, taken accountable. And I just feel like that's what responsibility means to me.
Wonderful. You have people counting on you, right?
Yeah.
So when you say take responsibility for your life, you've got to get up and do the things that you're required to do
Oh, yeah.
so you can take care of the folks that are counting on you, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. No excuses.
No, none.
No excuses. There you go. That's awesome. And so Mr. Griffin reported in staffing that you are doing very well. You're working towards some goals. How do you feel about the goals that you've set for yourself?
I feel like they're definitely achievable.
Okay.
With hard work, and it's not gonna happen overnight. So I definitely would put the effort and time towards achieving those goals.
All right, and are you making any progress on any particular goal that you can share with us?
Definitely one of my goals is getting closer to going to church more often. That's probably the easiest one, wake up, go to church and try to set aside for the kids and stuff and, making sure to get to go to church on Sundays. Having another goal is pretty much like, I work at an ice cream shop. So I think another goal, a bigger goal would be like owning my own business.
Yes.
I think with time and for sure, some money saved up and, definitely effort, lots of effort. And I mean, I could definitely achieve that goal too.
Wonderful. And do you find that since you've been on this path that you've been able to save money a little bit better?
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've definitely been able to do that. That's not a doubt about that.
Yes, usually people will let us know I'm able to keep money in my pocket and that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Do you have any questions, concerns, or issues you want to raise with the team this morning?
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Griffin, anything additional to report?
Judge, I know you did have a question about his license. I did send Mr. Reed and Mr. Pikers a copy of his SOS. I don't know if they had an opportunity to look at it. I did send that yesterday. Do you currently have a paper license?
No, I don't.
Okay, he don't. Okay, so I did send them a copy so we can have them take a look at that. And then at next step, whatever I can report out to what we need to do to have them get a valid license.
All right, so Mr. Reed, you all should have received an SOS for Mr. Villera. And so get an opportunity to review it. We don't have to wait until his next hearing to start moving on it. But do you want to get a driver's license?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, I'm for sure interested in it. I think there's kind of like further more into it and just like, I do have like other stuff that I have to take care of. So.
When you say other stuff, meaning other tickets in other
no, as
jurisdictions
far as,
or?
like, just like status.
Okay, all right, so this is what we'll do. Have some conversations with your case manager. The attorneys will look at the SOS and indicate, at least tell you, these are the things you need to do. I don't make people get a license, but if you're gonna drive
Right.
in the state of Michigan, you must
Oh, yeah.
have a license, right?
Yeah, get tired of like.
Yes.
asking for rides, you know. being
Yes,
taken
that's
care
where
of
I'm
there,
going
so,
with us.
Yeah,
And so if you want a license, then we want to make sure we're setting you up to get a license before you leave us, because we can help you with some things in getting that license, okay?
yes, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, so you all
Okay.
circle back to me through staffing and let me know. Mr. Reed, were you about to add something?
Yes, first of all, I wanted to congratulate him on a good report. Congratulations on the newborn. And it's always good to have pocket money, walking around money. So
I know what that is now, Mr. Reed.
Yeah,
I have some pocket money too.
I just wanted to ask one question. How many drinking and driving cases do you have?
Just that one.
Just that one?
Yeah, and it got played down to a record. Successful completing that.
Yes.
We'll take a look at it and see what he needs. So if
Okay.
you only have one drinking and driving, he may not need to go through us, but if you have two reckless driving, then
No,
maybe
it's just,
just that one. We'll take a look at it, Judge.
Okay, and let's get him set up. All right, very good.
Thank you, Judge.
Let anything else? Were you trying to leave me, Mr. Villar? Okay, all right, you said I'm tight. All right, let me at least give you a return to court date. It's going to be October 31st, 2023, and that's going to be at 8:45 a.m. Okay?
Yes.
Did you get that? You're in phase two? I'm gonna have you hold out for a few minutes. Let me finish all of phase two, and then I will excuse you, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All right,
Thank you.
wonderful. Thank you, good to see you. Keep up the great work. All right, let's go, Mr. Paley. Oh, I'm sorry, the jail is ready?
Yes.
Okay, let Mr. Paley hold tight for me 1 second. I need to have the jail, I need to do the jail. Y'all know I'm eye and ear hustling. If y'all huffing and puffing out there, I'm gonna put you at the end of my docket. Mr. Arrington, I want you to keep names like they do in the classroom. You see somebody complaining, write their name down and tell me. All right, let's go to the Wayne County Jail. Tell me, who do we have at the jail again?
Your Honor, we have Tawanda Hicks at the jail.
Miss Hicks. Miss Hicks. Miss Hicks, Miss Hicks, Miss Hicks. I need someone to place her case numbers on the record for me. Miss Hicks, Miss Hicks, Miss Hicks. I heard your name this morning and I was like, oh my goodness. First of all, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you alive. It bothers me that you're sitting in a Wayne County jail because you know you need assistance. Is that right, Miss Hicks? I don't understand sign language. You have to talk to me.
Yes.
Ms. Hicks, you were doing so well. I hope that you have taken time to do some inventory about who you have been connecting with, where you were going, and what are some of the activities you may have been engaging in that led you back to the Wayne County Jail. I hope you've spent some time doing that.
Yes.
Ms. Hicks, one of the wonderful things about being a part of our program is that we don't throw you away and we don't give up on you. Have you given up on yourself?
No.
All right, then as long as you haven't given up on yourself, there's work that can be done, that will be done, and we are still in your corner. Let me find out what the recommendations are. I'm glad to see you. You are one of those folks that crossed my mind. You know, we had our hearing the same day you walked away. And I knew that something was going on and I didn't follow my gut. And I want to tell you, I'm gonna have a real human moment. I was really disappointed in myself because I didn't follow my gut. I looked at you and I said, something's not right. As a matter of fact, on that day, we had to go find you to get you to come on for your hearing. And that was not like you. And I said, that's not like her. And then when I saw you, I thought something was a little bit different. And I didn't go with my gut. And I want to let you know, I beat myself up about that. And I was hoping that we would get you back and get you back in one piece. And you're here. And so listen, let's make the best of it. Let's make the best of it.
You did follow your gut a little bit because you said the next
Hearing you wanted to do it face to face. You felt something?
I did.
Instead of the
That was,
videos
I
and
did
stuff?
that, but I knew something was wrong, or I felt like something was wrong that day. That's why I did say the next time you had to physically come in. Because I just felt like something was a little bit different, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. And so that's okay. Listen, we all make mistakes, including the judge. I made a mistake that day. You made a mistake that day. Let's recover from it and get back on track.
I made a poor choice and I was ashamed of it.
It's okay. It's okay. No shame here. Listen, somebody said it this morning. You have to be honest. The only way that you can correct a mistake or a bad choice is to be honest. Face it. And so that's what we're gonna do. All right?
Okay.
All right. Let me have Ms. Warfield place your appearance on the record, and then Mr. Green place yours on the record. Oh, I need a case number. I don't even think I put a case number on.
Mr. Green, do you have the case number at hand?
I have it, Your Honor. Case
Go
number
right ahead.
220-590-3901.
All right, very good. Ms. Warfield, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor, Attorney Jessica Warfield, P853991, Specialty Court Defense Counsel.
Thank you. And Mr. Green, your appearance.
Yes, Your Honor. Demetrius Green, Specialty Court Case Manager.
Thank you. And then Ms. Hicks, place your full name on the record for me.
Tawanda Charlene Hicks.
All right, thank you.
We also have Ms. Price as well.
Oh, Ms. Price, I'm sorry. She's already placed her appearance on the record. Who wants to start for the record?
Your Honor, I can start.
Okay.
I did have a conversation with Ms. Hicks as well as Mr. Green and Ms. Price on an effort to keep things confidential, not put everything on YouTube. We have established a game plan in which Ms. Hicks is interested in.
Okay.
We are going to realign her with her therapeutic services. Ms. Price is gonna facilitate that, and it is our hope that we can get her into a treatment, with her treatment provider today. So if we can do that, we can get her dressed out and put her into a treatment provider today.
All right, very good, very good. Anything you want to add?
No, Your Honor, but Ms. Hicks, I do appreciate your honesty.
Did you hear that, Ms. Hicks?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Mr. Green, was there anything else you wanted to add?
No, Your Honor, I concur with the recommendation. I also want to add that or entertain the idea of a GPS tether. But based on her going to the facility that she'll be in, it'll probably be advantageous for us to wait until she is released from there, because that they do not get good service in there. And it's a quite burdensome when they are in that facility.
All right, very good. So here's my question. Ms. Hicks, I don't want to see you sitting at the Wayne County Jail. I'd rather get you the help that you need. I want to order them today to dress her out, bring her to 36th District Court, and let's get her into her with her provider on today. Ms. Hicks, this is what I need to know from you. Do I have your commitment to stay there and work the program?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Ms. Hicks, if you leave, you know I'm gonna find you, right?
I won't be leaving.
Okay. All right. And then if I have to find you, that means you go back to the jail.
Don't take me back to the jail.
Okay, I don't want you to go back to the jail. All right, I want you to get some assistance. You're gonna meet a wonderful group of ladies and faculty and staff and all of those people that are going to be helping you while you're at this facility. And so I just want to make sure that you'll stay there and get the help.
Are we gonna go today?
We gonna get you over here today. Yes, ma'am.
It is our hope, Ms. Hicks. Like I told you, we're gonna do everything and try to get everything expedited so you can go today.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Your Honor, if I may, is there any way, just in the event that it doesn't happen today, where there is a delay, maybe it's tomorrow, can we just coordinate everything via Zoom from the jail and then have her picked up directly from there instead of having her dressed out, brought here, in the event that it doesn't go as
Does she
planned?
need to be brought here first?
Yes.
Yes, Ms. Price is indicating that she needs her here first.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So Ms. Mack, let's do the order to have her dressed out today, brought over to 36th District Court. Mr. Green, you make the call to the facility and let them know that we have a pickup for today. And Ms. Price, you do the clinical piece of it to make sure she's going there and all set. I'm going to do a check-in on Ms. Hicks. I will put her on for Wednesday. I know you all will be in constant contact before this date. I'm doing this as just a marker because she'll be at the facility. I'll do Wednesday, October 25th, 2023, and that is going to be at 8:35 a.m. Anything else for my consideration?
No, nothing from the minutes.
No,
Nothing
Your
else,
Honor.
Mr. Green? All right, Ms. Hicks, anything else from you? If not, I'm gonna see you soon.
Okay, thank you. I look forward to it.
All right, take care. Thank you all. All right, let's do it. We are now going to go back to our phase 2, folks. Thank you for your patience. We don't like to keep the jail waiting. And so let's go to Mr. Paley. I'm ready for you. Where are you, Mr. Paley? You on your way there? Mr. Paley was the other person that was smiling to see me. Yes, I'm glad to see you. Mr. Paley, you know, they mentioned your daughter yesterday in staffing about getting me on that slide. I don't know if I'm gonna ever live that down. I know somebody has a video, okay? I'm not gonna say who has a video of me hoisting my big self up there and being dizzy, for real, coming down after I got off the slide. All right, let's do it. I have for you case number 210-453-3901. State your full name for me.
Justin David Bailey.
All right, Mr. Paley, let's get that question for today.
All right, what does responsibility mean to you? Responsibility to me is taking care of all my obligations such as family, bills, make sure I'm maintaining my sobriety. That's what responsibility is.
All right, taking care of your family, taking care of your bills, and maintaining your sobriety, being accountable, being responsible for doing whatever it takes to do those things, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You have some beautiful babies that are looking up to you. You know that, don't you?
Yes, yeah.
All right, how are they?
They're good. They're good. My son made it to playoffs with football, so we can go.
Yeah, wonderful. For where, for whom?
It's Port Huron.
All right, awesome.
So
All right, and you're pumped too, aren't you?
yeah, I am.
As you
Lots
should.
of good and all that work this year, so
Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. How's your daughter?
she's great. She's right. She's
She's-
actually homesick today. So
Oh, no.
got a call, so.
Okay, so you kept her home. Make sure you tell her the judge asked about her. Tell she got to get well for when
Right.
our next escapade.
Oh, she'll be there.
I don't know which one it'll be, but it's still, we're gonna have to do something more on the senior citizen side, not the young folks side.
No more slides.
No more slides. I'm done with slides forever. Yes. All right, listen, are you having any issues, any concerns that you need to raise with us today?
No.
None?
None.
All right, very good. Ms. Harris reported in staffing that you are doing very good, that your employer is still in your corner supporting you. Is that right?
Yep.
Make sure you tell them I said thank you. We appreciate it. All right, Ms. Harris, what else do you have or additional from Mr. Paley?
I just wanted to state I saw that he had support with him today, and I think that's fantastic.
Who's supporting him today?
My older sister.
Where's your older sister? Good morning to you. Welcome. Awesome. I love family support.
Yeah, your court has been so great today. Like everybody's chill, they're all happy to see you.
They not happy to see me, ma'am. They not happy to see me.
I think it might have been worse if they got the call saying they had to come in person, but they were really good when they got here.
Oh, okay. Who got their hand up?
You stretch.
Oh, you stretch it. He's like, because I'm raising my hand. I am not happy to see her. He's like, I'm one of those people. All right. I'm so glad that you are here. You have a wonderful brother, wonderful niece and nephew. At least I saw the niece and the baby, right? Yes. And so.
Don't worry, I saw the pictures too. He's like,
Oh, you're not supposed to show that to everybody. Yes, wonderful. Well, thank you for being here. All right.
And his sister has been extremely supportive of him and has
Wonderful.
helped in any way that she can when he runs into any obstacles. She's his go-to, so I'm really glad she was able to make it in today. And I know we didn't discuss this, but I would like to give him a traditional round of applause because Mr. Paley has worked so hard and he has been so positive, and no matter what, like I said, he lost his insurance, he went right at it. He was like, he went to Marketplace, he got insurance, like, he doesn't let anything become an excuse. It's always, okay, what do I gotta do to get to this next thing? And if he tries to, I think his sister just puts him in line, he goes, no, we're doing this. But I really do want to acknowledge how hard he works.
Awesome. Come on, everybody. We're giving Mr. Paley a judicial applause. Awesome. Also, as an enhancement to your incentive, I'm going to allow your next meeting to be a face-to-face. How about that? All right, so your next date is going to be October 31st, 2023, and that'll be at 1:30 p.m. Okay? It's good to see you, Mr. Paley, hanging there with us. I got maybe 2 more people to do, okay? All right, very good. Let's go, Mr. Arrington. Good morning, Mr. Arrington. Mr. Arrington, why are you sitting here with that coat on? You gonna give me a hot flash?
I'm all right.
You all right?
I ain't got hot yet.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Thank you. And thank you, officer, for cleaning off the. I don't get to see the artwork this morning, or the decor this morning, Mr. Arrington.
I know, right? Pull me down here.
I pulled you down here. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
All right, let's do it. I have for Mr. Arrington, case number Z8087041. State your full name for me.
Jason Jerome Arrington Sr.
All right, Mr. Arrington, you have your question of the day. What is it?
The responsibility one.
All right.
And, actually, it was funny that I got that one because I've been feeling that a lot lately. As far as I just moved.
Okay.
And moving, it really showed the responsibility that I have, because it wasn't just me. It was everybody else who was the bulk of everything. So it kind of let me know then that how responsible I really am as far as for my family and my loved ones.
Yes. And so in being responsible for them, what do you have to do?
Just about everything.
Okay.
Yeah, just about anything. They depend on me.
Yes.
Everyone.
So you've got to show up.
Yeah.
You've got to provide. You have to make good decisions.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because you're responsible for them.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Plus you run a business.
Yeah, and I'm responsible for the people that I've been reflecting on that a lot.
Yeah.
And it was funny, like I said, that I got that one. So it does show that I'm actually, I need to be in proper position in order to maintain that.
Yes. Well, how are you feeling about your progress so far?
I feel pretty good. Just been staying busy though, so it's been helping me with, everything that I'm going through. So.
All right. All right. Or do you have any issues or concerns that you need to raise with the team this morning?
No. Well, I have to change my address with you guys for one thing.
Yes.
And, just let you know if I'm a little late, if I have to come down here, because I'm a lot farther.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know that normally I use Zoom as an incentive when people are doing what they're supposed to do, then they have the ability to Zoom. But there will be some times where you have to come in person. So this was just one of those times.
Yeah, so if I'm a little late like I was today.
That's okay.
You'll understand.
That's okay. I might, let me write a note. I must understand. All right. Or you can leave a little earlier. I mean, I can understand that a little bit better.
Today was early enough. I left
Yeah.
like an hour earlier.
Whoa. Yeah. Well, the world is starting to move again. And so, but you made it. I'm glad you did. You're working your program. You're doing everything that you're supposed to do. We talked a little bit about your license, your driver's license. All is well?
All is well.
All right, because I know you need it.
I know tickets now.
All right.
Speed limit.
Okay.
We need those.
Yes, sir. I heard. All right. Very good. Mr. Yancey, is there anything additional that you need to report out as to Mr. Arrington?
Your Honor, not much additional. Mr. Arrington, he just had to be patient. He wasn't that in the beginning, but he changed with that, and he's been doing really well. He showed himself that he's dependable, not only with his family, but with this program. So he's doing a lot of things at the same time. We applaud him for being able to do that, and we just want to continue to encourage him to do so.
All right, awesome. I'm gonna give Mr. Arrington judicial applause on this morning, taking care of business, being responsible, holding it down for the family like he should. And I'm very proud of you, Mr. Arrington.
Thank you so much.
All right, you two are going to have a face-to-face on October 24th, and that's gonna be at 1:30 p.m., okay? All right, I need you to hang with me. I have one more phase 2 to do. Where is Louis Johnson? Is Mr. Johnson? I did not see Mr. Johnson today. Come on, Mr. Johnson. You know what? I saw Mr. Johnson, but you look totally different in person, Mr. Johnson. Yes, you do. That's why y'all need to come down here every now and again. Let's do it.
Good morning, Russ.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson. How are you this morning?
Doing fine.
That's good. All right, I'm looking for him.
At the top.
At the top, yes, he is. Come on, Z808-2531. Mr. Johnson, state your full name. All right, Mr. Johnson, what is your question of the day? Speak loudly and into that microphone so everybody can hear you.
What I think about my responsibility, same thing I had to, actually like do my mind to it, that I had to take responsibility for the actions that I make, which was drinking alcohol. I really did it just because, but later on I found out that it was an addiction. So, but I've been on this drug life thing right now, so they keep me straight up and feeling like, I mean, it's like for real now, I can just go to the liquor store and only like, I don't even need like cigarettes, pop, whatever. Things that I need to go on. And I'm taking care of my daughter, doing good.
Yeah.
Still working. I mean, everything's going good. I found out how to switch to get my birth certificate, ID, everything straightened out. I'm working on that too, so I'll get that together. And I'm trying to get my license too. I got a few tickets, I have to pay. I'm trying to pay on that.
So you are taking care of business and you're doing it and you're not picking up. Listen, I heard you talk about, you have the SoberLink, the blowing apparatus, right? All right, you know that the SoberLink doesn't stop you from drinking.
I know it's my mind, it's all part, it's all in my mind.
Okay. And so are you talking with your counselor and working through some things and all that good stuff?
Yes, no, I'm doing my one-on-ones with my therapist and whatnot, and I go to my classes Tuesday and Thursday. And I've been going to drop it down.
All right, and are you being open and honest when you meet with your counselor?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I know Mr. Yancey indicated that, you know, having that blowing device is something that keeps you on track. So we're gonna keep you with it, okay, for now. But I want to encourage you to really work with your counselor, really utilize the resources that you have, because one day I'm going to remove it. Okay, and I'm still gonna be counting on you to be responsible. You talked about responsibility. You are taking care of your daughter. I know you have full custody now, right? And so she's looking to you to make some good decisions for her, right? And you know, decisions you make will impact her, right? Not just today, they will impact her for years to come, right? How do I know? Because I'm a girl, we don't let go of nothing. We remember everything, right? All right, and so I just want you to keep that in the back of your mind as you're working through some things, that you're not gonna have that apparatus forever. Okay? All right, very good. I thank you for answering your question. What else do you have for me today? Anything, questions, concerns, issues you want to raise?
No, I'm together to get started. I got to reach out to the Secretary of State, she has a number when they owns the tickets. I'm trying to get my license for it, but I don't know, I'm having this little thing I'm on probation for the block keeper. I want to go pay off the money for the ticket that I move over, so I can go out there at least, take the road test, whatever I gotta do.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Mack, if you could do a summary for Ms. Wonderful, all right, and then attorneys, have you all looked at an SOS for Mr. Johnson?
Now, recently, Judge, Ms. Mack, give me one, I'll look at one right now.
All right,
Let me just ask one question. How many drinking and driving cases do you have, sir? Just that one?
Okay. All right, because if you want to drive in the state of Michigan, you've got to have a license. And you all know that while you're in specialty court, you can't be out there driving without a license. Because when you get caught, you know you're gonna come see my face. And I'm not gonna be happy about that, right? So he's asking about his license. He's taking responsibilities, taking care of his daughter, taking care of his family. You're going to work and doing what you're supposed to do. All right, I would like to see him get a license if at all possible. So I don't know how much time you have this morning since you paid for parking. If they can get that SOS and your summary and you can stick around, maybe we can see what we can do today to get you in a better posture, okay? Are you willing to do that? All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, yesterday in staffing, you recommended an incentive for Mr. Johnson. So you want to tell them why?
Your Honor, Mr. Johnson, he's had a somewhat of a metamorphosis, especially in the month of October. One of the things he just articulated is that he thought, you know, that his alcohol use was just kind of a strange kind of a hobby, but he figured out that the alcohol was controlling him, as opposed to him controlling it. So for him to get to that point, and initially we had a lot of challenges making appointments, but he's figured out that you know, once his mind is clear, he's been making appointments in all different directions of the metro area. So, you know,
look at you.
So he can
Very
do
good.
it. There's a lot he can do. So, you know, just with that, and he's being more honest with himself. That's why I recommend an incentive. This is the first time he's talked about a license, because this is the first time we've got to the point where we can talk about a license. So,
okay, Mr. Johnson.
I applaud him for that, and you know, I'm going to continue to push him. So, I'm not going to knock him down, but I'm going to push him to success, Your Honor. So, you know, that's our goal, and that's what we're going to do.
All right. Awesome. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in giving Mr. Johnson a judicial applause. He is taking care of business, handling his responsibilities. And y'all know if you don't celebrate in this courtroom, I'm gonna save your case till last. Y'all know I'm looking. All right. Yeah. I see some folks not celebrating. Just know you're last on my list today. All right, Mr. Johnson, you are doing a fabulous job. As a part of your incentive, I'm going to allow you to have a face-to-face on October 24th, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to ask you to hang back for a moment so that we can work with you, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens. I think Mr. Morgan pulled the summary and see how close we can get him to where he can be in a posture to get his driver's license. Okay, you'll do that? All right, awesome. All of my phase twos, where are you? Mr. Paley, Mr. Arrington, Mr. Vieta, Mr. Bosquet. I want you all to go enjoy the rest of your week. You're doing a wonderful job. Keep up the great work. Come on, y'all, let's celebrate our phase two folks. And you are out the door. Have a good one. Have a good one. All right, and thank you, Mr. Paley's sister, for being with us today. All right, phase one. Last but not least, let's do it. I have 3 people for phase one on today. Let's let the courtroom kind of shift and then we'll be ready for phase ones. And then I'll be ready for my intake. And then I'll be ready for Mr. Pope. And then I think there's some warrants I need to do as well for a person or two that didn't show up today. All right, let's do it. I am going to start with Mr. Kowalski. Good morning to you, Mr. Kowalski. I have case number 230-564-1901. State your full name for me. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Great, how are you?
I am doing very well. I'm ready to hear your question of the day. Which one did you choose?
The honesty one.
The honesty one, okay.
Someone else kind of nailed it. I gotta be honest with myself if I want to get better, you know what I mean? I don't want trust from other people, I gotta learn to be honest with myself, so.
Yes. So to gain honesty, to gain trust, you have to be honest. Starting first with yourself, and then you'll be honest with others. I think that's awesome. And so how difficult has that been for you to be honest?
It's not difficult at all being clean, you know what I mean?
Okay, being sober, you've been sober. So when you're sober, you do a better job at being honest?
Yeah, you don't gotta lie about everything.
Yes, and so when you're not sober, you have to lie about everything? About everything.
Yeah, it's like a ball going downhill, everything just has to lie.
Yes. And so which one makes you feel better, the being honest or having to lie about everything?
Feel better, definitely being honest.
Being
You
honest.
don't gotta backtrack and remember everything I'm lying about.
Come on. You gotta keep up. I said you almost need to be an accountant to be a good liar, right? You gotta keep a score sheet. Okay, did I put it over here? Yeah, take courses for it. There you go. Listen, I'm glad that you are enjoying the fact that you are sober, and some of the benefits of being sober is just being honest. And how are people responding to you when you're honest?
I'd say 95% good. I still got a couple of them I'm working on, but I'm gonna get there.
There you go. So, but that's a good percentage, 95%, right? Yes, that's awesome. And that has to feel good.
It does. There's a couple of important ones still I'm working on, but I'll get them. I'll get there.
One day at a time. I used to have people that would come into the program and say, you know, they're not believing me, or, you know, they think I haven't changed. And I always encourage them, for as long as you were out there, give your loved ones that much time to be able to meet you in the middle.
That's good.
Yeah, give them that much time. They waited.
Years of lying can't be fixed by days of days.
Telling the truth. I hope the whole courtroom heard that. He said years of lying cannot be fixed by a few days of telling the truth. That's good. Very good. All right. What are you having difficulties with? Issues? Anything that you need to disclose?
No, man, everything's falling in place real good.
All right. Very good. You have been working hard. Listen, you came into this program and you were very honest. Your honesty started way back when you said, I need to go. This is the service I need because I know what I've been doing. And so you didn't have us have to figure it out, assess it away. You were very honest. And so that has helped you with your progress. Don't you think so?
Oh, yeah. I need the help for sure.
Absolutely. Can you tell me one thing you can share that's different about your life than it was back in September when I first encountered you, September 5th, as a matter of fact?
I was out there. I was just, my drug of choice was more, you know what I mean? That's what I was doing. And I'm doing some stuff for sure. I use this as like my backbone to say, you know, I gotta get it together. It's really good. So.
Very good. You have a stable place to live?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And what are you doing about your work?
I'm working.
You're working.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I know you came to us without working.
Yeah, I had been unemployed for like a year. It's the first time in my life. So, but I'm back to work now, and everything's going real good.
Very good. I want you to hold on to those things that are going really good.
Yeah, well.
And you know that it's directly due to your decision to get to be sober, right? Or to work on being sober. All right. Very good. Very good. How's the family?
Real good. My wife and my son are doing great. My wife's definitely at ease a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about me being dead every day. And it's just going good. Going real good.
Very good.
I'm working on my license, like I just got I got a bunch of accidents, you know, and I took my license, but I got a doctor's note, I just got to take my road test, so I have my license back in the next couple of weeks. And,
Look at you.
yeah, and it's going good.
I love it. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. All right, Miss Cleveland reported yesterday that you are working your program, no issues. And so extremely proud of you. Miss Cleveland, is there anything additional as to Mr. Kowalski?
No, Your Honor, not at this time, but I do want to commend him for his good work. You're absolutely correct. He came into the program running and he's been doing well ever since.
He has been. All right, very good. Anything from any of the team members as to Mr. Kowalski? And I'm sorry, y'all just gotta jump in because they are, let me tell you, they are nailing these questions for the day. I usually just give the one question for the day and everybody has it. I did 4 different questions, 2 on each paper, and we handed them out randomly and they got to pick one question. And they have nailed it today and just given some really good insight about honesty and responsibility and reconnection to community. So you all, if you have something to say, don't let me keep going. Y'all have impressed me today. How about that? I'm impressed. All right.
I just wanted to congratulate the gentleman on a good report. Keep up the good work. I'll give you a lot of encouragement. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. And have a good day, sir.
Yes. Mr. Yancey, were you getting ready to say something?
Yeah, I was. I want to congratulate you. You probably haven't seen me before on Zoom or anything, but for you to say your wife doesn't have to worry about you being there.
Yes.
That's incredible. I really applaud you for that, and I'm sure your wife appreciates it. So keep up the good work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, awesome. Listen, I know that we talked in staffing on yesterday, but Mr. Yancey, that my wife don't have to worry about me being somewhere dead, sir. Listen, that is monumental. On today, I do recommend him for an incentive. You have worked hard. You have been honest about your struggles, honest about where you are and what you're doing. And so we have a gift card for you on today. Come on, everybody, let's celebrate Mr. Kowalski. Yes, you are awesome. Do something nice for the babies, okay? Surprise them, all right? All right, listen, your next return to court date will be by way of Zoom, and it'll be on October 24th, and that will be at 8:45 a.m., okay? All right, very good. I'm gonna have you hang out with me just for a little while, phase 1, okay? Till I finish all of the phase 1 people. Let's do it. I'm going to Doria Morgan. Come on, Mr. Morgan. That is Doria Morgan, no kin to Samaje Morgan. All right, let's go, Mr. Morgan. I have for you case number 230-563-4401. State your full name.
How you doing, Doria Morgan?
I'm doing well, Mr. Morgan. How are you?
I'm all right.
Is it okay for me to call you Mr. Dorian?
Thank you.
Is that okay? Or what do you like to be called?
Either one.
All right, I'm gonna call you Mr. Dorian because it throws me off every time. And Mr. Morgan in the courtroom today. I'm gonna get all confused. All right, how are you today?
All right.
All right, you made it in. Come on, you ready for your question of the day?
Yes.
Let's do it.
When did you do this week to stay sober?
All right, let me have it.
Kept away from people who I used to be with, met new friends.
I love it. So this week.
And going to work.
I love it. So this week, you stayed away from people that doing stuff that you can't do, right?
Right.
And that you shouldn't be doing, right?
Right.
There you go. And you said you made some new friends.
Right.
And they're new friends that do the things that they're working toward the same goal you're working toward, right?
Yeah.
That is awesome. So do you think you'll do that again next week?
Yes, I will.
All right, very good. That's a good one. That's a very good one. You made a conscious decision about the people that you are going to connect with throughout the week. That will definitely help you to stay sober. That's awesome, Mr. Dorian. That's awesome. All right, very good. Listen, you have been showing up and doing the things that you are supposed to do. I know that you are very new to the program. How are you feeling about your progress so far?
I feel I'm doing good.
You feel, okay, tell me what that means to you. You feel you're doing good.
Responsibility took, I had, it was food need to be, food that need to be done in the house, so I went to the food stamps.
One more time?
I went to go get some food stamps this week, back for the house and stuff for food.
So you're taking care of your responsibilities?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you do know that we have resources available should you need food.
No, I have stamps now.
I'm sorry, you have, okay, all right. I'm just letting you know. If ever there's a void and you need to just kind of bridge that gap until the next go round, Ms. Harris, we know that we have resources to do that, okay?
Yes.
All right, awesome, awesome. Very proud of you. Are you having any issues or concerns that you need to bring up with the team today?
No.
All right, you are going to, Ms. Price, you're going to meet with Mr. Dorian today, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, I need you to see Ms. Price today. You're not in trouble. We just trying to make, all right, I want, because you looked, I'm like, wait a minute. No, it's just some things that we want to connect you with and get you squared away on, okay?
Okay.
And Ms. Price is the person to do it.
All right.
All right, very good. So you'll meet with her today. All right. What else you want to tell me about Mr. Dorian?
Mr. Dorian is doing very well. He came into the program, it was a little bumpy. I think it was a big adjustment for him, but he has continued to be honest. His levels are testing are going down. So he is committed to his sobriety, is continuing to do well and show up and do his treatment. I'm really proud of him. And I can see that he is working hard.
You are, Mr. Dorian. You are working hard. You should be proud of yourself. Listen, Mr. Dorian is going to get a judicial applause on this morning. Come on, everybody. We want to make sure we encourage him. Stay on track. I see you, Mr. Dorian. Y'all see him shaking his head like, yeah, celebrate me. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Reed, what do you want to say?
I want to congratulate Mr. Morgan on a good report. I know you're new to the program. Don't get overwhelmed. Ask a lot of questions. Stay in touch with Ms. Harris. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job, sir. And keep up the good work. So be proud of yourself. You have a good day and be safe, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Wait a minute, Mr. Dorian. Let me give you a return to court date. It's October 24th, 2023. It'll be on Zoom at 8:45, okay? All right. You are going to see Ms. Price, so I'm going to let you go ahead and get that started, okay?
Yes.
All right. Very good. Proud of you, Mr. Dorian. All right, Ms. Jackson, I'm ready for you. I have for Ms. Jackson. Why don't I see Ms. Jackson over here? Help me find Ms. Jackson. Oh, yeah. I have Mr. Reed. You try to get my attention?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Fikens has gotten the deal with Mr. Johnson. So whenever you're ready, we'll put that on the record. Mr. Fikens.
Where's Mr. Johnson? Did he leave us?
I think he went in the hall.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do Miss Jackson and then I'll circle back. Thank you all. I appreciate it, as you usually do. Thank you. All right. Good morning, Miss Jackson.
Good morning.
It's good to see you in person.
Thank you.
Look at you. All right, let's do it. I have case number U887-88812. State your full name for me.
Shannon Jackson.
All right, Miss Jackson, we're gonna start off with your questions for the day.
I'm going with, what did I do this week to stay sober?
All right, what did you do?
And Diane, first of all, I didn't pick up.
Yes, ma'am.
And I have a routine every morning that I stick to, and I'm still in a structured environment.
Very good. I love it. I hope that those that are sitting, I know we have an intake waiting, but listen, that's important. You said routine. You have a healthy routine.
Yes, I get up and exercise.
Yeah.
In my room, yes. I eat properly and I make all my appointments, like prior to the beginning of the week, so I know what I have to do throughout the whole week.
So you managing your time as well.
Yes, ma'am.
And those are things that help you to stay sober.
Yes.
Wonderful. You are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you. I'm coming up on 5 months clean.
Yes, come on, y'all. Let's celebrate. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And I plan on staying in Lake Ridge Village for probably another 4 to 5 months.
All right. Look at you. You are already working your plan, right?
Yes.
Look at you. I love it. I love it, Miss Jackson. How are they treating you at Lake Ridge Village?
Very well.
They are. And how are you treating them?
Very well.
Very well. I love it. Miss Jackson, let me see your nails. I see you, ma'am. You all matching. She all in pink. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Listen, you are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
We are so proud of you. There is one thing I want to bring your attention, nothing bad, but it's just release forms. Need to make sure that you get those signed if you haven't already done them.
I have one left because I see my therapist in North Central Mental Health. Otherwise, my other ones are filled out, but I don't see her until Thursday, and then I'll sign it there.
I appreciate you.
Thank
We
you.
want to just make sure that we have everything that we need to make sure we're making good decisions, okay? All of us.
Great.
All right. Very good. Are you having any issues or concerns that you need to raise with the team?
Not at the moment, no.
All right. Well, Mr. Griffin, you recommended Ms. Jackson for an incentive, so I'll let you go right ahead.
Okay, Judge, you already gave a judicial applause for her 5 months. Congratulations again.
Sober, yes.
You came back to the program. Like I said, you did things ahead of time to get back. You're still doing it, so very proud of you. Today we have a gift bag for you with a journal of different things that come from you. Keep up the good work. Ms. Jackson, you've been working really hard. Here, if you need anything. So,
yes, very good.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Come on, y'all. She is doing a great job. Awesome. Awesome. Mr. Reed is standing. That means he's about to say something. Mr.
Yes,
Reed?
Yes, thank you. Congratulations, good report. Thank you for coming back to the program. I noticed that you're wearing pink and your nails are pink, and I want to make a public service announcement. I believe this is National Breast Cancer Month.
It
I
is.
want everyone to be conscious of that.
That's right.
Thank you for coming back, young lady.
I should have called you first because we should have been making that announcement for all of our ladies, case managers. It is, make sure folks are getting their examinations. If they don't have the means to, then I know that we have resources that can connect them from a health perspective to make sure everybody is getting their yearly mammogram, their yearly routine examination, because it's important. It's important. So yes, you are doing a fabulous job. I'm excited for you. Your next date is going to be, did I give you a next date?
No.
Nope. It's going to be a face-to-face on October 24th at 1:30 p.m.
So you want me to come here?
no,
Nope.
we're talking.
You'll get it with Mr. Griffin.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thank
You're in.
you.
So all of my face ones, Mr. Kowalski, Mr. Morgan is in the room, and Miss Jackson. You all stand. Let's celebrate our face ones. You are out of here. Have a great week. You all are doing an awesome job. All right. I would like to do my intake, and then I still don't see Mr. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna come to them, Miss Colton, but I want to do my intake first. Let's go. Miss Presley. Can I get a folder, please? I don't have any more folders.
Yes.
I see you, Miss Presley. You ready?
Yes.
You ready for us?
Yes, I am.
Now, you know, we a strange group of people. We gonna care about you. We gonna connect you to resources. We gonna make sure that you you are working, that you have a good place to live, any issues that you have, whether it's dealing with your case or not. We're gonna address those issues. Are you sure you're ready for us?
Oh, yeah, I love I. Jesus is I.
Yes, all right. Come on, ma'am. So but this, you have described us well, odd. So, but a good eye. And so we are excited to have you come and be a part of our program. I'm going to read your case number into the record, and then I'm going to have the case manager present you. I have case number 18044596001. State your full name for me.
Rhonda Nicole Meadows, president.
All right, where you get medals from?
That's my main name.
Oh.
I've been married 12 years, so I don't know how to do it.
That's okay, it happens, it happens. All right, very good. I am going, well, let me ask you just a few questions. Miss Presley, so you have a family, I heard you say you're married.
Yes.
You have a family?
Yes, I do.
All right, children?
Yes, 3.
3 children, what are their ages?
11, one just turned 11, October 12.
Oh, okay.
I have a 9-year-old and an 8-year-old.
All right, very good, very good. And you strive to be a good mom to them, I'm sure, right?
Yes.
All right.
That's why I need to stay with my sorority.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely, absolutely. And so what are some of your hobbies?
I write, I sing, I dance, I do everything.
You write, you sing, and you dance. Mr. Wade, you hear that? I'm thinking graduation.
No, I just sing, gospel music, and I write it, but I don't want to.
That's okay. That's okay. Wonderful. All right, look, I sing too. I want to be famous. They just ain't gonna have me. I have to sing to myself. Yes. All right. So very good. And so why do you want to do this program?
I need this program because my family is a lot of people who drink, and it's a problem with me. And I want to break the curses. I don't want to have to go to family events and everybody is drinking. I feel forced to drink when I don't. Because with Black families, they like, oh, you lame or whatever, if you don't. So I've been in isolation from everybody. I put myself, well, God put me in isolation. It's just me, my husband, my kids, and my church family. I've been staying away from the things that's not right for me, myself, personally.
All right. And so, and I heard you say that that's going on in the family. So I hope that by coming with us to us and working with us, that at some point when you get to where you need to be from the therapeutic side, that we can do some work on family reunification so that you can learn how to still be around your family and not engage, and maybe even help some of them to want to do something different. How does that sound?
I tried for years. I have to remove myself.
Yes.
I can't change anybody else.
There you go. You can't. Only you. Only you. All right. Very good. What else do you want me to know about you before I hear from Mr. Yancey?
I'm really open. I really believe that God sent me here because I prayed. I said, I can't do this by myself. I'm not an alcoholic, but it feels like I am every time I go out. I don't want to drink. Everybody I hang with drinks. In my family, and I only hung around family. So, and I have one sister, and she drinks, and she claims to be godly in church, and she's not like helping me.
Yes.
So now that I've been in isolation for about 2 months from my family, I text and call, make sure everybody's okay.
That's good.
FaceTime and everything, but I shouldn't have to be away.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Yeah. How has alcohol impacted your life?
It has, and I was in a car accident. I hit a pothole. I have steel glass in my forehead. It was 2016 actually when I got my first DUI. And I could have died. I didn't remember much. I woke up in the hospital. I didn't think I was drunk, but guess what? I was. My aunt called and said, oh, her boyfriend was beating her up and she had my kids. So I was at home drinking, and she was watching my kids for the weekend. And I was like, oh, I gotta get my kids, not thinking, oh, getting a cab or, do something different. And then I got in a car accident and my kids could have got hurt. Thank God, not a scratch, only me. Because I took my seatbelt off and hopped in the back to cover my kids once I knew I could not control the wheel. The tire was off from the pothole, so it took the whole tire off and disconnected the wheel, so I couldn't even control it. So I made sure my kids were on the ground and I laid on all of them, and that's how I got glass on me, but as long as they were safe.
Yes.
But I didn't remember anything after. He was like, "Mom, your eyeballs." I was like, "Huh?" I didn't ever want them to see anything like that.
Yes. So alcohol has impacted your life negatively, right?
Yes.
All right. And so you understand that in coming to the program, you're going to get help and you want that help.
Yes.
Awesome. When you want it, that means that you'll get it, and we are definitely here to give it. So I'm gonna hear from Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey, tell me a little bit about what I haven't already heard about Ms. Presley.
Well, Your Honor, Ms. Presley, she's been incredibly revealing this morning. As far as what she's told you, it's all accurate. This morning, she's a 32-year-old mother of 3. What she talked about, she's here as a result of a conviction for operating while intoxicated. She is a resident of the city of East Point, Your Honor. She is a GED holder, which she's proud of. She's currently unemployed, but she has been diligently seeking employment, which we talked about. Her license is suspended at this time as a result of this offense. And, as she talked about, alcohol is her main drug of choice. She has had a clinical assessment from her assessor, and she has an appointment this month regarding a provider. She talks about her family, and she reports that her husband and her family are going to be real supportive as far as this journey with that court. She's incredibly pleasant, Your Honor. I think she genuinely not only wants to do this program, but wants to change her life, the life of her family, does not want potential alcoholism to impact her family any further than it has now, Your Honor. So I think she's a great candidate for this program, and I think we can welcome her to this.
All right, awesome. Let me hear from, and Mr. Yancey, you made the determination that she is not a violent offender or a substantial threat to the public. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge, thank you. I did have an opportunity to talk to Ms. Presley in the conference room. She was respectful and courteous. That goes a long way with me. She was honest. Judge, she is eligible to participate in the program pursuant to Michigan law. I'll get that out the way. We did go over the court's order. We talked about drug testing, counseling, community service, paying some fines and costs. She understands that she cannot leave the state of Michigan without submission of the court. She also understands that the court has the ability and the power to change the order. She would get notice of any changes in the order. Judge, she has no felonies on her record. As I indicated, she is eligible to participate under Michigan law. We talked about honesty being the best policy. She understands that. She has 2 drinking and driving cases. Her license will be revoked. If it's not revoked already, well, she'll have to come to us for a restricted license. And I want to recommend that today that she get that restricted license. I understand she has to work the program for a while. She has to show that she can do things, but I'm putting that recommendation in on the record today. I'm recommending that you get that restricted license, okay? You're gonna have to wait a while, but I put my recommendation.
All right, Mr. Reed, thank you.
Nice young lady, pleasant to talk to. I think I've touched on all of her bases. I asked her if she had any questions. She said she didn't have any questions at all. I gave her a couple of good phone numbers and different things. So, Judge, I'm through talking. I recommend Ms. Presley for participation in the program. Thank you for listening to me, young lady.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Reed. All right, Ms. Presley, are you satisfied that all of your questions have been answered with respect to the program?
Yes, I am.
All right, and you understand that I have an open door policy, so if you ever have any questions, by all means, get your case manager, Mr. Yancey, and he'll answer those questions. And then when you come to court, you can always ask questions of the court. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And even though our court is an open court, we stream live through YouTube, that if there's ever something that you need to discuss with myself or Mr. Yancey, or the team, that we have the ability to go into a breakout room where no one else will be privy to the conversation that we have. I want to make sure that you know that's available to you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I have your commitment to work the program.
Oh, yes.
All right, wonderful. And it is work, but it's good work. Listen, you're going to be surrounded by a wonderful group of professionals. A lot of them are in the room today where you'll be assigned a case manager, but we all work together. And so there's no question that is a small question or a not important question. Ask it. We don't expect you to figure out this program by yourself. You've never worked this program. And so we want to be here to help you to get stabilized, to make sure you understand the program. If you have questions, don't wait until the bottom falls out. Ask your question, because we're here to help you. You are required to test a minimum of 2 times per week. And so I want you to pick up that phone every single day and call in to see if your color has dropped. Notice I didn't say wait for a text message, because that is not an authorized notification method for this court. I require you to call in. That way we have a record of what number you called in from. So please make sure that you call in every day. Don't try to count how many tests you've had in a week, because it's never going to work, because I may throw in an extra one. Just call every single day. Have your commitment to do that?
Yes.
All right, treatment is a big part of this program. And so it's my understanding that you have already been assessed. Is that correct, Mr. Yancey?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, and you're going to be connected with the appropriate level of treatment. Ms. Price is our go-between person. She's our clinical person here at 36th District Court. I need you to show up for treatment. It doesn't work to work this program and not do the treatment part. Treatment is essential to your success. Do I have your commitment to do treatment?
Yes, I spoke with her and I already made an appointment for which she needs to already.
All right, you are already coming out the gate running. Listen, I am going to see you again next week. It'll be on Zoom, and that'll be on October 24th at 8:45 a.m. I just want to check in on you here if you have some concerns. I know sometimes it's a lot to juggle all at once, but we are here to help you. You can do it one day at a time, one step at a time. And we want you to be successful. The only way you won't be successful is if you make a decision not to, because we are all hands on deck, okay?
I see it. I feel the love.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what you will feel when you are in this program. And so I welcome you and accept you into our program, and I look forward to working with you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. I appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to make sure Ms. Presley, she signs her order, and one of the defense attorneys also signs.
All right.
While they're both here.
Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I have 2 more matters that I need to do on this morning. Are we ready on Ms. Colton? Where's Ms. Colton? Good morning, Ms. Colton.
Good morning.
First of all, I want to say thank you. Do you know what I'm thanking you for?
No.
You just gonna tell me you welcome. I might be saying thank you for giving me your pocketbook and all the money and cards in it. Ms. Colton, she said, I put my pocketbook on. The judge in here tripping. Ms. Colton, I want to say thank you because you have been honest with your case manager. Honest, well, first with yourself. Honest with your case manager. Honest with Ms. Price about where you are, what you're struggling with, what you've done, And for that, I want to say thank you. You have put me in a position to do my job. And remember, I told you when you first started, honesty will always take you farther, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so you were honest. And I just want you to know I appreciate that, because now yesterday in staffing, we were able to come up with a plan that will help you and align you with resources that is already in moving, it's already in motion, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so because of your honesty, that's why we're able to do that. And we appreciate that. So I know things may look a little bleak right now, right? To you, but I want you to know that there's light at the end of that tunnel. All right, and today we're gonna just kind of strike a match right in the middle of the tunnel. We're not going to wait till we get to the end, because the fact that you reached out and said, I need help, and this is what I need help with, you struck a match in that dark tunnel. And you're gonna make it. Did you hear me? You are going to make it. I know the struggle has been real. I know it's been difficult. I know since you've been with us. But the fact that you keep getting up, rolling up your sleeves, getting in the fight, you are going to make it.
Yes, ma'am.
And I need you to believe that about yourself. I need you to believe that about yourself. I already see it, but I need you to believe.
Yes, ma'am.
It's gonna take some work. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's a process, but you're in it and you're committed to it. And so because you're in it and committed to it, you are going to make it. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What do you want to tell me this morning?
I wanted to make sure I can, go to my liver appointment, because it was very important to me, which is tomorrow. And I also wanted to go to my MRI, which is Friday at 2 p.m. And then I wanted to return myself into another detox for another 3 to 5 days or something, so I can get back on track.
All right. So here's how we're gonna work it. Thank you. And whatever is important to you is important to us. Did you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you've got an appointment tomorrow. What time is your appointment on tomorrow?
It is 8:45 at Henry Ford Hospital.
8:45 a.m.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then on Friday, you have a 2 o'clock appointment.
For an MRI.
Yes, ma'am.
They said they seen some abnormals in my brain out there, so the doctor wants to see about that.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. You are going to work with Miss Price today about getting you set up for services. All right. And so where's Miss Price? Or she may be with another client. All right. So let's make sure, Mr. Yancey, that in Miss Price, getting her aligned for the service that she's going to receive to address the concerns that she's raised, that I want to make sure that she's able to get to her 8:45 a.m. appointment on tomorrow, and that she gets to her test at 2 o'clock p.m. on Friday. How does that sound, Miss Colton?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Wonderful.
All right. So Miss Price will know that irrespective of where you're going, we've got to get you, and Mr. Wade, we may need to use our transportation services to get her to her appointment tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. as well as to the one at 2 o'clock. So let's start getting that in the works. Okay?
What does that mean? 'Cause
So
I still left my grandfather, so what are you saying?
So if I don't know what the level of services or the level of care you're going to get, you're going to receive, okay? Because I'm not a clinical person. I'm not a therapist, right? I'm not an assessor. That's way out of my league. So I'm just making sure that whatever that level of care is determined to be, that you will be able to go to your appointment in the morning as well as your appointment on Friday. Okay? I'm not saying which level of care that will be, but I just want to make sure I reassure you that you're not going to miss your appointments. Does that make sense?
Does it make sense that you're saying that I'm supposed to turn myself in today?
No, you're not turning yourself in. Now, did I say turn yourself? Now, you putting words in my mouth.
Make sure I make my appointment.
I want to make sure you're making your appointments, right? But I'm not saying anything about turn yourself in. You're going to be assessed and reassessed on today. Is that correct, Mr. Yancey?
That's not only correct, but I've talked to Ms. Price about making sure that She's connected with an agency that'll make sure that she can make those appointments. We have discussed that. There are agencies that have no problem doing that. And Your Honor, if I could, there's about 6 or 7 of us between in this court right now, providers, covering people. It's about 7 people that are trying to help Ms. Colton right now. So
It's in the works.
very much so.
All right. So, Mr. Yancey, will you all have an answer today before she leaves the courthouse?
I believe we'll have some answers, yes.
Okay,
As long as,
not just answers, a plan, because I know.
We'll have a plan as long as Ms. Colton can stay long enough to, see Ms. Price for a second time, we'll have a plan.
All right, Ms. Colton, can I get you to see Ms. Price?
But depending on how long I have them sitting out in the car or this time.
Who's sitting out in the car?
Because, he's not able to walk.
I'm sorry. Your grandfather is sitting out in the car?
Well, he's in that parking, so it's fine, but I had to bring it because Mr. Yancey, I do whatever he asks me to do. Which is he wanted to see me today in person, so I had to make it happen, so.
Okay, so Ms. Colton, here, this is where we are.
So I was wondering maybe if she Zoom me or something.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me say this, and I've got to get that from Ms. Price, because that's out of my field. Don't try to make me a therapist, because I'll sure be one. All right, so listen, you have indicated that you need help. And oftentimes, help is not going to look like what you want it to look like. Okay? Help is going to look like what's best for you. Okay? You understand that? So that's why I said I would not speak to your level of care. I want to give Ms. Price an opportunity. And, of course, we've got to work with the 800 number or what have you for them to determine what that level of care looks like, given the facts that you have presented. But I need you to embrace that help is not going to look like what you may want it to look like. Okay?
Okay.
All right. But nevertheless, you want help, right?
Yes.
All right. And I have your commitment to do what you need to do in order to get the help that you need, right?
Yes.
All right. So that's why I need you to connect with Ms. Price. So I know that on today, Mr. Yancey shared with me that you had an incident on yesterday, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So that's why I'm saying the level of help or the type of help may not look the way that you want it to look, but we are going to help. Okay? All right. I do need you to think about, however, you've got to think about some folks in your family or in your community that can help with your grandfather. Because here's the thing, and listen, grandparents are special. I'm a grandparent and I am special. And so I understand it. But listen, if you're not taking care of yourself, then you're really not going to be able to do a good job of taking care of your grandfather.
I know.
That's the reality of it, right? It's the whole airplane thing, what they tell you when you get on the airplane, we lose oxygen, put your mask on first, and then assist the person next to you that may be traveling with you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's kind of where we are right now. We're in an airplane.
Okay.
And we've lost we're dealing with oxygen loss. You've got to put your mask on first. Otherwise, you can't help your grandfather. So you're going to have to dig really deep and talk to Ms. Price about Mr. Yancey, about some resources that are available that may be able to help her grandfather while she's getting the help that she needs. Okay? How does that sound? We're not going to leave granddad hanging out there. We're not doing that, all right? Because you are fortunate to have your grandfather, and we want to make sure that he is taken care of. But we've got to make sure you take care of you first, and then we'll connect with resources to make sure granddad is taken care of, okay? How does that sound?
Okay.
All right, so I have your commitment to work it?
Yes.
All right, what questions do you have for me?
No.
Now, you don't have no questions for me.
No, you just told me, I'm fine.
All right, when you're not fine, I need you to speak up, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Did you pick your question for the day?
What does responsibility mean? And I said, taking accountability for my actions.
Taking accountability for your actions, right? Very good. Very good. And so today we're starting step one of that. You're being accountable. You've been honest. And now you're gonna be accountable because you're gonna do the things you need to do to help yourself so that you can help your granddad, right?
Yes.
Now, your granddad has been sitting out there a long time. Are you able to get him to come into the building? We'll take care of him if he comes into the building.
It's all right. I mean, I'm just going to see what she's saying. Then I'll figure it out.
All right, well, let us know, okay? And if it's getting close to lunchtime, if we need to fix some food for granddad and take it out to the car, we'll make sure he gets something to eat, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. I appreciate you, Miss Colton. I know this is tough, but you're handling it, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what else you want to tell me?
Not much, phase one is hard.
It is.
And, so we're just feeling that right now, but once we get everything in place, and once she gets to phase two, she'll look back on this and say, wow, this was really hard, but I got through it. So, we're doing the really hard work right now, but.
All right.
But we're doing the work.
Very good, very good. All right, I'm gonna give you a return to court date and Mr. Reed, I'll get you, of October 24th, 2023. That's gonna be at 8:45 a.m. But today I need to know what is the plan and the level of care that she's going to receive, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Listening to what's been said, I respect your honesty. I respect the fact that you're asking for help. That's what the program is about, helping people, and we're gonna help you. You have support. I heard your grandfather's in the car. You have support in this building, the judge, Mr. Yancey, the drug court team. We're all in your corner. Whatever we can do to help you, that's what we want to do. Be honest with us. We don't want to hurt you. We only want to help you. We want you to have a long, happy life. Thank you for listening.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, now at 12 o'clock, we're gonna bring granddaddy some food outside, okay?
It's fine. Is she all right?
Okay, well, she's with a client, so I'm gonna have
Okay,
you.
well, I'll give the person a call and just tell them. Move on.
Say that.
I can give the person that's sitting with him a call and then he can do it for
Do what for you?
It sounds like there's somebody with her grandfather. So she's gonna call that person and let that person take her grandfather to get some food.
Okay, all right, very good, thank you.
Yes.
All right, and then you'll see Miss Price. Wonderful. All right. I've got one more. Is that Miss Hicks?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Hicks is, I just want y'all to know, Miss Hicks is over there doing the color purple. You and me will never depart. Miss Hicks. And she done made me laugh on the record. Miss Hicks. Miss Hicks. All right, can you all let Mr. Green and Miss Price know that Miss Hicks is here? So we can start that process. All right, I have one more matter for the morning, Mr. Pope. Yes.
Mr. Parkins has some cases with Mr. Johnson.
Yes, where's Mr. Johnson? I didn't see him come back in the courtroom. All right, Mr. Fikens, you want to get his case manager to call him, and I can see him next week and put him on. Okay, yep, I never saw him come back into the courtroom. For Jonathan Pope. No, we gonna be COVID safe. Yes, we are. All right, here we go, y'all. Hang in there a few more minutes. I have case number 2000447-4801. Mr. Pope, state your full name for the record. Mr. Pope, why are you sitting in my box? Now you gonna tell me you don't have no idea?
It's supposed to be in a bad thing.
It was, I can't hear you.
I supposed to have a bad drop.
You had a drop that was not what it was supposed to be? And so you're denying use? You have to answer me verbally.
Yes, ma'am. Because it said that, Judge, if I might step in. I talked to Mr. Polk for a while because I know his record with this court, and he's been on great track. And recently, he's even, I think, he's put all of his treatment things on track with the right priorities in mind, the right everything. He's had no previous positive or post positive. Yeah. So while we talked about everything, what happened, I can guess with you, conjecture with you, but I can't as an attorney for the evidence that means anything to anybody. I wouldn't attempt, Judge, to beguile you with any kind of things. What I do believe in, is I believe in this book. I really do.
I do too.
I think he's come a long way. He's made the right decisions. He's put the right emphasis on the right syllable, as they say, and he's done the right things. And I asked this court to consider this a blip. We don't know why that happened. We talked about the science. We talked about the fact that there's only so many options you have. But so I can only say, Judge, I believe in him. I believe in what he tells me. I'm not going to put any emphasis on that, except to say that we accept responsibility for these things that happen.
Are you indicating, he's saying he didn't use anything?
I'm not saying he did use it.
Okay.
I'm saying that we accept responsibility because we understand the science. We know what it is.
Was this a confirmed test?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that part, Mr. Fife. It's a confirmed test.
And so we're not arguing with the science, Judge, we're not.
But then that creates a problem for me, because if Mr. Pope is saying that I didn't pick up anything, but we have tested him, he was positive. We've confirmed that it's ETS, I'm sorry, ETS, then there's a bigger problem. Mr. Pope, you've been with me since July of 2021. And I know you've absconded, you've kind of flip-flopped a little bit. And where we are today with a confirmed test, and you saying, oh, I didn't do anything, that lets me know we have a bigger problem. Not only that, but I'm hearing that you didn't complete heat. So you haven't completed heat. I'm also hearing that you haven't completed, you've been with me too long to not have completed the therapeutic side of it. And you've just not done it. And I was talking to you a little bit this morning about that, because while you may be showing up, there is a difference between showing up and engaging, taking advantage of the resources, using them, applying them so that you can get to where you need to be. And that's not what I'm seeing. And so if Mr. Fikens, I'm gonna tell you, these recommendations, I'm throwing them out the door. And Mr. Pope is gonna stand before me today and tell me that a positive test that's been confirmed that he didn't pick up, we've got a bigger issue, because we are almost 2 years into this.
Well, Judge, I don't think that alcohol is certainly a problem. Certainly is evident from the past. What we've struggled with, if we struggled at all, is getting them on the right treatment program. We started heat midway, Judge. I'm not going to express too much more than that. I don't know.
But he wasn't going to his other treatment. That's why he was sent to heat. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. So we have jumped through a couple of hoops to Mr. Wade. Are we going up to the judicial conference room, please?
We thought the courtroom was gonna be empty and we were gonna stay.
Oh, it will be empty, because anybody in here, they're gonna go to the lockup.
Okay.
Okay, so you're fine. Thank you so much. just make sure, because people have been, and I'm sorry, Mr. Pope, you know, I'm the COVID police. People have been using that room. I don't want to put food in there and open it up until the room has been sanitized again.
Sure.
That's why I was thinking the judicial.
Whatever you want, Judge, is fine with me.
Can you see if
were
we can
trying
get
to
the
keep from
judicial?
Transient all up to 5 and all back and forth, but if that room is available, we'll take it.
Can you call and see?
Absolutely.
Thank you so, I appreciate you. You know, I just had my 4th booster, so I'm on edge. I'm the COVID police. All right. So I'm sorry, Mr. Pope. So listen, Mr. Pope. We've done a lot to try to get you on track, to get you to not just the finish line, but to equip you for life. And to be here again, and you're saying, you know, you've been with me long enough that you know honesty is always gonna work for me. You've been on your way to jail, and I have rewrote your orders. You know that, right? So for you to stand before me almost 2 years in and want me to believe that a confirmed test now is wrong because Mr. Pope didn't pick up, we've got a bigger problem. We've got a humongous problem. It's a big old elephant in the room. I don't like the way it smells, and I'm not gonna keep quiet about it.
And part of that, and again, he didn't come up with any great explanation to me as to why. You can say that, but I do know that he referenced, he did get into a little bit of an argument with the lady at the testing place. I'm not gonna suggest at all, because I have no reason to say it.
What are you arguing with the lady at the testing place about? Why are you at the testing place arguing with someone?
No, it wasn't like, all right, like I said, when I went there, I spoke to her, I said, "Hi, good morning." She was like, she gave me that about it. And she came speak back. I said, well, the good, nice thing to do is when somebody speaks to you, you speak back. She said, I don't have to relate this. I guess she must have probably woke up on the roadside.
Okay, but that's not the lady that did your test.
And that's what I said, that's the only thing, because y'all, honestly, no, I haven't. I've been on the good road since then for the longest.
But you're not on a good road. I shouldn't say you're not on a good road. Let me say this, you have made some progress, so I don't want to make you think like you just, I don't see you as having made any progress. But Mr. Pope, for as long as you have been with us, you are not where you should be.
Exactly, that's what my concern is, because like I said, as far as the heat program, Mr. Williams saying one thing and Ms. Cleveland saying another. They both on 2 different boards to me, because I go.
No, they're not.
I goes to the heat program. I've been going to the heat program. Mr. Williams says why me not graduating this program, because I was just thrown in the middle of the sessions. It wasn't because of me.
But you know why you came midway, sir? It's not because we just said, let's pick Mr. Pope and put him in the middle. You came midway because you weren't doing what you were supposed to do.
I understand. I take full responsibility for it. I left, but I walked back. I came back myself. I didn't got to.
That's how you ended up in the middle.
And I understand that. So it was my accountability to be like that. But it wasn't like I was just not like showing up and going. It was just like I couldn't graduate on time due to the fact that I was there in the middle of the section of his class. But I did also take, like I say, I also went to DRP and all that before I even went to the heat. So I did got some kind of,
but you were not, Mr. Pope, our reports that we were getting, you were not connecting the services, you were not engaged. And so that, Mr. Pope, listen, Mr. Pope, you are where you are because of you right now. You are the one that's showing up, not doing what you're supposed to do, and you are the one that's walked away, had to come back, start over again. Here's where I am. We have 6 to 8 months left with you. 6 to 8 months. And if you don't get on track and do the things that you are supposed to do, you are going to end up doing time. That makes no sense to me. For you to have been with us since July of 2021. And first of all, you should have been finished. But because of you, you're not finished. Not because of us, because of you, you're not finished. And so for you to now come back and we only have about 6 to 8 months left with you, it is going to be a tragedy for me in the next 90 days to say, you know what, Mr. Pope is not doing what he's supposed to do. I'm just gonna let him go do his 90 days. That makes no sense to me. It don't make any sense to Mr. Fikens either. I can tell by the look on his face. But that's really what you are setting yourself up for. That's really, I know you can do it because I've seen those intervals where you've been like, okay, I can do it, I'm gonna do it. And you have done it. But I've also seen where for some reason, when you do start doing well, you just fall off. And I need your consistency. That's what I need. So Mr. Pope, tell me today, what we doing? I want to hear from you. What you want me to do?
I'm at the point now, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know what's good for the board.
I'm not asking you what's good for me, because I can speak for me. I'm asking you to speak for you. How do you want me to respond?
All I can do is continue, like I say, do whatever, which the program what she told, I've been doing my community service. Like I said, I got my record sponge. From the sense of it now, I see how this gonna prolong it. I lost a good contract, so it's like,
But it's not, oh no, it's not this. It's not this, it's you. It's not this.
I don't know.
But you're not accepting, Mr. Pope, hold on. You're not accepting responsibility. When you say it's this and you don't care, you're not accepting responsibility because this didn't stop you from getting a contract. You stopped you from getting a contract. It's not this. Because we got a whole bunch of folks. You saw them, we were all servicing them this morning. Not one person said they've lost a job, a contract, or anything because of this. So that lets us know that it's not this, it's you.
I just wasn't aware that this would have been, had I would have been aware, I ain't know that this would have, this 18 months would have turned to almost 3 years.
But how is it turned into almost 3 years?
I'm about to have to do it the 18, and then it's like I'm going more on top of that.
Oh no, you haven't done the 18. You walked away. You've had a lot of bloops and blumps, you know, little thumps along the way. So no, you have not done the 18, and it's not just doing the 18, sir. Progress.
And rather on that note, I do know that he has been making progress towards accepting the responsibility.
Well, it don't sound like it to me today.
I'm talking in terms of his treatment, he's putting together the necessary things to get his treatment done, because I think he is in need of treatment given what he said today. I think that Ms. Cleveland can indicate to this court that he's putting the pieces of the puzzle together. I don't know if he's there yet or not. I think he is there in terms of treatment, because I think it's treatment that's going to assist him very well in overcoming anything that is described to.
I have Miss Cleveland, I'll hear from you, and then I have the prosecutor.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to say that when this incident occurred, this event occurred, I had a long conversation with Mr. Pope. I want to let the court know that he sounded highly disappointed, highly concerned, because he really said that he couldn't understand how this was happening to him. He had been clean since July 11, 2023. That's when we had.
Meaning he's been sober.
Oh, sorry, sober.
Thank you.
I apologize. Sober since July 11, 2023, going forward all the way into the circumstances of that event. Then after that event, post that test, he has been sober. He has been taking that at least into seriousness. I've long been concerned about him actually understanding and recognizing the details of this program. It's not about just, as you said, showing up. It's about actually learning and gathering and being a part of the program and using the resources to make sure that you don't end up back here again in the future. That's the one critical piece that I think is missing from him. It's not just going through it at a pace or a leisurely stroll to, just get to the end result of being done with us. You have to really get something from this program. That's why all of these things are in place. And I know that Councilor Williams also spoke to me directly, where he and I had a conversation about how serious you felt about showing up every day for that part of the therapeutic process and actually engaging. And that was not something that he felt was happening. That's why we are where we are now, with a new recommendation for therapeutic processes. You are, now, I will say this, Your Honor, when this event happened, the discussion that I had with Mr. Pope, he is ready to connect. I'm gonna give him credit for that. He is ready now because he thought that he had 18 months and that was it, even when he was gone for 10 months, but no. He realizes that right now, this program is serious and he has to make it serious, or the alternative is probably not something that he would want to have. So I, Your Honor, am going to recommend right now, as we discuss in staffing, my team is willing to engage with Mr. Pope, to talk to Mr. Pope, to let him know the value of this program, the benefits he's gonna have, once again, to discuss this with him. So he recognizes that this is serious business, that people who are here for a reason. And there are people that make this happen and change their entire life. So that's my recommendation, that we do allow him to spend the day with us, that we all talk to him. He's already assigned and assessed for entry into DRP again tomorrow, that he does have a confirmed date. I did talk to Ms. Price about that. So he's going to be taking the steps. He's also referred for the ARM program, Your Honor. He's also doing his community service. He's also engaging with Dr. Alexander for the CARE program. He's also witnessing and viewing his, or observing his sobriety video. He's doing all of these things. I believe he can get it done in this 6 to 8 months that he had with us, but he's got to take those steps to be serious and conquer right now.
So, Mr. Pope, did you hear the recommendation that Ms. Cleveland just made?
Yes, ma'am.
So is that something you want to do?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I'm not convinced.
That's something I want. I don't want to go to jail, can't afford to. I got family.
Well, you know what? I need you to keep that on the forefront. I need you to keep that on the forefront of your mind. You can't expect me to be worried about that if you don't put it first for yourself. That's the bottom line. You have to do it first, and then I'll do it second. Miss What? Yes, and then I want to hear from the prosecutor. Go ahead.
Like taking into consideration, this is like, I caught this charge in 2017. I haven't got much of a traffic ticket. I ain't got in no type of trouble or been in there in the 6 years. And I ain't did none so much of it. I had my license, and didn't have my license for long. I drive every day. I'm trying to have no more traffic ticket.
So, Mr. Pope, are you saying you just want to be terminated?
Nothing, I just want to finish the program so I can really.
Then act like it.
I got my record sponge, so I've been.
That's
I've been cleaning
wonderful.
myself up.
Yes.
Just like my only, just it.
I understand, but this is a plea that you worked out. This is what you and the prosecutor, this is before me, that, because I wouldn't have had you. You came from somewhere else. And so, listen, you don't get to, now that you've not worked the program the way that you should say, oh, well, now, Judge, I want you to go back and consider all of these wonderful things. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. I think it's wonderful. Don't get me wrong that you've gotten your record expunged and that you're trying to get yourself cleaned up or whatever. But sir, come on, you can do this, Mr. Pope. I know you can. I know you can. But if you don't, you're looking at jail. due to the nature of the charge. You're looking at jail. I'm sure that was a part of the deal. You're looking at jail. Let me hear from the prosecutor.
Yes, Judge, Shannon Walker on behalf of the people. Mr. Pope, I've heard your name for a long time in this program. Probably longer than you want to hear it in here. My problem is I'm hearing you say, in a nutshell, you just want to get this over with. My concern is that there's not the growth that you need to have. You're not taking accountability. You're not taking responsibility. Mr. Pope is doing what Mr. Pope wants to do to clean up the area Mr. Pope wants to do, but not do the things that this court's ordered. And that's evidenced by how long you're here. When I come down here and when I'm in staffing, I listen to not only what you did, but what you've done. And what are you doing now? And I'm not hearing the growth, accountability, and responsibility that we need to see moving forward. Judge, that is where my concern lies. However, it's always treatment first, jail second. I hear Ms. Cleveland has a heck of a lineup for Mr. Pope. She is working for him very hard, and I hope he understands that. That my first mind thought after hearing about staffing yesterday when my representative sat in for me, the initial recommendation was going to be 2 days Wayne County Jail from this office. However, hearing how hard Ms. Cleveland is willing to work for you, I'm willing to agree with her recommendation of him staying today and him continuing with his treatment tomorrow.
All right. Mr. Fikens, any objection as to that recommendation?
Okay, no objection to that, Judge. And I think when Mr. Pope was telling you about his past, he was, I think, trying to demonstrate to you, as he tried to demonstrate to me, that you want to show you he does have students. And he's done a lot of good stuff. And I think that's what he was trying to get across. And I hope it didn't come across as, no, I just want you to look back on this.
No, and I understand that, Mr. Fikens. And I want you to know I see it, but it doesn't give you a pass, sir. It just doesn't. I see it. I'm taking it into consideration. It's a thought in my mind, it's before me, but I can't now say, okay, I'm going to just erase this because you've done these other things. You've got to follow this court's order. So listen, and I don't want you to lose sight of the progress you made. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to, because I had jail time as well. I am going to follow Ms. Cleveland's recommendation. Today, we want to make sure he's set up with his services, all of those things. There's an evaluation he's going to have on the 18th. I think you told me that's on tomorrow. And then I am going to also, I'm going to see him weekly to make sure that he's getting it together. Listen, in the next 30 days, if you're not getting it together, Mr. Pope, we need to talk about what's next. Okay? Is that fair? All right. So 30 days, show me that you want to get through this and that you want to work it, not just to get through it, but for your good. Okay? So I'm okay. Mr. Pope's body language says something different, but I'm gonna rise above it today.
Thank you.
Because y'all know I look at all language, mouths, eyes, hands. All right, I'm going to give his next visit will be on the 24th at 8:45 a.m. But he is going to be with us today until Ms. Price and all of those pieces that we need to put together to make sure that he's on track. I don't know how long that will take, but we are getting ready to break for lunch. And we're not working through lunch today. So it's not happening.
Will that be in person for him next week?
No, it can be on Zoom as long as you have a good connection, unless Ms. Cleveland tells you otherwise. All right, and that's actually his sanction. He's gonna go to weekly visits with me until further notice. All right, Mr. Pope? All right. Do you have any questions? All right, come on, Mr. Pope. We trying to work with you. You gotta work for yourself. All right? All right, very good. Court is in recess. Ms. Mack, I need to make sure that Mr. Green and Mr. Morgan, I saw Mr. Morgan. You all know that Ms. Hicks is here.